to the land of Rhyea.
Right, so this is the continent or the kingdom that you're on right now. And I already explained to you before too the goals so that they're trying to take down the king. There's also the other thing is the big evil that's kind of affected the entire place, so that's why they need to go down, which they think is underneath the king's castle, to a gate, so they're trying to collect all the keys.
Why do you keep saying we think and we believe and it assumably?
Because
Are we getting hoodwinked? I'm just concerned that we're going on an entire journey around the entirety of this continent. Then we get there and it only needs like one key.
Because
It's like,
sometimes
wow.
I'm not sure how much information I have given you or how much of the plot of everything that I have in my head.
Neither am I.
So that's their goal, and that's what that group called Arcana had sent to. They're the ones who give information about, hey, there are these keys, can you guys go help us out? So then they just left the big city after they took down a mob guy that was harassing the city's businesses and all this, so they spent some time there. Let's see, where was Daniel last? He was session 9. He was Belden Dungeon. So you were there when they went underneath the dungeon to the dungeon, and the princess was being attacked, or it was like trying to cut her.
Yeah, we saved her, and then the knight jumped in a portal with the...
Whatever it was that was inside that box.
Right, so you needed her blood to open the box.
But you did save the princess. So they also came across the real princess that everyone just thinks is crazy, but she's the legitimate heir to the throne, compared to the alleged king. That was his drawing of the sea monster, right?
That is an accurate depiction of a sea monster.
Terrifying.
In one spot.
Absolutely terrifying.
You notice that it is water dripping from it. I think its
It
hands
has
are
wax
made,
feet.
and its feet are made of wax. Ooh, I don't want to fight that.
Then the following week, they stuck around in Belden, and they just did a lot of small missions. So it was a lot of Todd wants to explain.
Oh, we got that boy a cat.
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, people were missing. The cats were. The cat was missing. We found the cat.
It was a girl.
It was a girl.
Too.
The cat was a girl.
And so was the girl that you returned it
And
to.
the girl cat was just having babies off in an alley behind the garbage, like cats do. So we took them back.
They took some mimics down.
We beat up a gargoyle.
Beat up a gargoyle. So yeah, it was a lot of small missions that were in there.
We destroyed books.
They were mimics.
It was justified.
And let's see. Then they.
He's burned for this.
No, we stabbed them.
It's much different.
Then they left the city.
I feel a little better.
Heading west, because that's where they thought the key was going to be, was in the forest that's there from here. And they were asked for help by a gnome girl, so they went off the path into the woods and found a town, a little village.
It was winter there.
It was all snowy and a lot of decorations of red and green, and they had to fight a big, large man dressed in red who was.
He said, "Ho ho ho."
In a very
If I
obnoxious.
recall. And it was awful. His delivery was painful for the ears.
So jolly. Yes. So they had to fight that, and it turned out to be a tree, like a tree sort of thing, but it was a pine tree that was kind of causing all the stuff. That one it cackled off as it left.
He was just fun.
It was just a prankster.
Speaking of painful for the ears, does Josh come back?
No, he just got back from Arizona
Okay.
today. So he,
He'll hopefully be here.
yeah, hopefully next week he couldn't make it today.
Have you? You were here when that session.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
awful.
I can't read the word continue without hearing his voice. Continue?
That's right.
Then, let's see, that was that.
Oh, that was awful.
Last time they used to they were heading out and then came across this guy named Hito who was trying to get horses. The caravans was attacked by bandits, so they went and helped and put out the fires and went to find the bandits.
He's
And
done a lot.
They talked their way out. They did not fight these bandits at all. They just sort of charmed them. They literally charmed them.
I let them know that I could take their bag of stolen goods. I knew a fence in the city, and I would offer my services to take that bag to the fence and then bring back their money.
Did you then do that?
No.
They had stolen stuff from everyone else, and including the
I feel
caravan.
that's how it turned out.
So
And
they
as we were running away, there was someone that had been robbed on the highway. And as we went past them, we just threw a bunch of gold at them so they got their money back.
hit
We're doing good deeds everywhere. Everywhere we go.
They went back to the caravan. They mainly wanted an amulet that was protecting this caravan at night because of the zombies and stuff that come out at night. And then someone was sick, so they went in to find this flower that should cure them, and they
Successfully negotiated with with some sort of
like spiritual plant
flower
lights.
being. Yeah, so that was interesting.
You successfully what with it?
We negotiated for the flowers. It's like we need a sacrifice. I'm like, how much life force are we talking right
They
now?
wanted
Right.
to take the flowers.
Yeah.
They didn't know how many flowers they needed to take back, so they didn't ask.
Right.
And then Schlimp immediately took the offer and grabbed the plants and lost exactly enough life force to fall unconscious.
Was that exactly what you had?
It was exactly 30. That's what I had
I
left.
didn't know that.
So
pretty great. We did it.
You
We
grabbed
saved
the flowers and then passed
no,
out.
he was like, "Oh, he says that we need to trade for a life force." And then, okay, and just grabbed it.
They
I
avoided
did not think it would like max roll and go down immediately.
multiple combats that you just really like, hey, let's talk this out.
Talk it out.
But
guys.
nearly died by
There's
two
two
other
of us.
cats at the beginning too. So like just like a random encounter that they nearly died.
One of us nearly died. The one at a cat.
Oh, and Tyler had
That's
what
how that
was it,
actually
3 natural ones
In a row.
in a row. His first
Oh,
rolls
no.
of the night. After not being here for weeks, he had 3 ones in a row.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Did you burn those dice?
No, they're right here. It's this one.
It was that one. It wasn't the yellow one.
No, not the yellow one. But that one rolls worse than this one most of the time, so I avoid it. I need to buy one of those loaded ones.
Yep.
The ones that always roll 20.
That's the trick.
So that's pretty much
Hello, Schlimmschmackenling.
the case. I'll say right now that they've gone out, but since they've stopped and kind of are doing things, there'd be enough time for Banyan to catch up to him. But since he was back in Belden, I would say Greg's character here, you two will have met up in Belden, probably at Arcana, and so you're all caught up with everything that Banyan knows too.
I regaled him with a bard's tale
On it.
the entire way. He's very tired of my voice.
I'm
Tea ale.
Oh yeah, the tea ale that Banyan popularized. Or
I'm pretty
invented.
I'm pretty sure Sam was. I think I declined it.
Oh,
and
you
Sam was
said
like,
yeah.
"I'll have one."
You just wanted a
Sam.
coffee and they didn't know.
That's right.
What's
That's what they're trying to make that.
Hey, I'll take a strong tea. Tea ale? No, thank you.
Just pour beer in it, I guess.
So we'll say that would have happened, and you guys are going to be working up your way to catch up to these two. But since you don't know who Greg's character is or anyone else is to him, we'll just go around and explain who and what we are.
Yeah, cool. So I'm Watney Stoke.
Nice.
I'm I think I'm a 42-year-old human ranger. I spent a significant portion of my life doing tracking work for some mercenaries. I have never had much luck with the ladies. I'm a very quiet and stoic man, as my name
Thank you for
last name
sharing.
might suggest. But I did develop a very close kinship with a dog, and then I lost that dog. It was taken from me in a not a duel, but like a sort of like a random encounter with a fae. So now I hate fae. And my goal is to get my dog back. The more I learn, the more I think that my dog may be alive or be able to be brought back.
Okay.
Ton of backstory for this guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's me. So that's me.
My character's Banyan. He's a bard. At first I thought he was a big musical bard and would do shows, but turns out he's he's proficient in swords and stuff, so that's what his performance tends to be.
Sword swallowing?
Knife juggling?
You know what? Whatever the occasion calls for.
Flaming sword swallowing.
Yeah, and like the other adventurers here, I got one of these bad boys, and I thought I could get some gigs in the town that was nearby.
That's a good point. I forgot to say, I need gold, I think, in order to fund my quest to get my dog back. So that would have been important.
Yeah, and that's when I ran into these yahoos.
Cool.
We are yahoos indeed.
Bannon or Banyan?
No, right there.
Oh yeah, I don't know the last name yet. I couldn't think of one. I just
Canyon.
still never thought.
Like Canyon with a B,
The
okay.
canyon with the
Banyan.
And this is
Right.
Watney?
Watney.
My name's Arrow. It's technically Elder Arrow. And I am a wood elf. And I am very religious. I'm a monk. I grew up in the religion of Gorman, the Gorman religion, and I studied the Book of Gorman. And I preached the Book of Gorman for a long time, for about 500 years. And I'm 700 right now, which is pretty average, actually, for a wood elf. I'm like middle-aged. And now I'm on my mission, kind of. That's what spurred it. I was going out but then I kind of realized what the problems, with the Book of Gorman. And I got this message, much like these guys. I was like, you know what, maybe my martial arts and my monkly goodness could do some good elsewhere, So I broke the mold a little bit from the rest of my family. They're not very happy with me. But I'm out, living my life how I should be.
All right.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
And I like magical
years
artifacts. That's what I'm kind of in it for. I'm
Okay.
interested in that. I like that stuff. And gold. But that's only because screw what my religion told me before. I'm gonna be greedy.
All right.
Yeah.
You're still passing out.
Yeah, I'm still passing them out. I still think it's great. I think it's a great family tool, but I just don't necessarily believe everything about it anymore.
Okay.
Nice.
It's like a midlife crisis.
Yeah. I don't.
Could have bought a cot. Well,
Could I?
no, maybe not. Could have bought a nice carriage or a horse.
Definitely a carriage. Could have bought one.
Check out my horse. It's got pinstripes. Something like that. Hello, I'm Scrimscocklegleam. How are you?
Pronounce your name right.
Scrimscocklegleam. I can't say it while smiling in that accent. It's too rough. I am Scrimscocklegleam.
Buckle.
I am nothing but a humble servant for my lady Titania. I serve her in any and all things I do, including putting on a show or two about town. If you have any sort of talent, I may see a way to put that to use. And maybe we can have, make people happy. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all
all
about.
about making people happy, making sure that Titania's happy, and offering her sacrifices as she sees fit.
Yep.
That's me.
I never thought of Clint as being whipped, but that's very much what it is.
That's how he gets all his power and his magic. It's from her, so she totally, straight whip.
He locked me out
She's
of our shared quarters on a boat once, so he could perform a all night
yeah.
ritual.
A fairy dragon, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I need this. Just lock the door.
Sabanian went and slept out on the crow's nest. Is that?
I basically drank with the
lookout.
all night long.
Learning about the sea.
Yeah. I know all the constellations now.
Banyan makes the best of the situation. So that's good.
Okay, so as you guys are making your way back up to the pathway with Hito and Doliphan's group,
Hey, buddy.
as you,
Thanks.
if you recall, they were saying that they were going to part ways because they were going to head toward Belden and they were going to just make you back up the pathway.
Been there, done that.
So as you guys meet up to the road, you come across Banyan and his new friend.
Hey, old
Coming
well
up.
met. Gang.
Bunyan.
Oh, there.
Oh, hey.
And
I found a new guy, guys.
New guy.
Hello.
I'm Watney.
Bonnie. Arrow.
I
Here
told
you
him-
are. I'm Squim Sparkling. Pleased to meet you.
I told you about
It's
the
a lot
glitter,
of-
right?
glitter
Yeah, yes.
sparkles everywhere. It's just all over your hand now.
Yeah.
It doesn't come off.
Not for
For
months.
weeks. You'll be watching it, believe me.
So Dolafon, who's the leader of this caravan too, with his son Hito, who's just the saddest, most pathetic person, who but also looks strikingly like maybe a man named Link. He's got a green tunic, blonde hair, but very pathetic in many ways. But these two have been trying to like push him and support him and make him feel like and pretty much lie to him.
Yeah.
We were trying to encourage him, and that tree did not bear any fruit.
We brought him on.
The more we tried, the more
Yeah, he failed.
he just got a big head and really
We
didn't get any better at life.
brought him all along on 2 missions. It was pretty ill-advised. He didn't do anything. Or, well...
He didn't do anything but very nearly ruin the mission every time.
Yeah.
As you guys talk about Hito while you're nearby, and Dolafon and the others, they think that because he says it's starting to get late, would you all like to stay for dinner? We'd like to just have a nice meal, and it will be protected underneath our amulet. So he
Okay.
reaches down to pat his hand on your shoulder again. Dolafon is just like this large human man, who's like middle-aged as well too, but he's just very big for a human, and he just has this pose of this air of kind of elegance, and these two both have been kind of wanting him to be their own father figure, just as Hito has too, who's the son. And Hito is just, oh boy, my friends are gonna be here longer now. Oh.
You got it, Hito. Another dinner with Hito. Oh, I'm honored.
And we are definitely friends.
These are my best friends here, guys. Who are you? You have other friends?
They're just acquaintances, and they're mostly not threats. So that's good.
Compared to you, they mean nothing to me, you know?
Well, that's a relief.
You're my everything, Hito.
Alright, I'll go get us some food then.
Okay, you do.
So, as you
Do
guys...
you have food? Is food? I'm capable of these lands. I could perhaps.
Well, I don't know. They
And
said they
that's-
were gonna get it. Usually, food just comes to me.
And it is kind of, it's like a nice pathway down. You're heading westward from this map here that Banyan has shown you. But there are, it's like wooded areas nearby,
Okay.
so like, it comes and goes and how much woods there are. But there is like tall grass, but this path seems pretty clear, not too close to the trees. It's this caravan. There are 4 different caravans in this caravan, so they've got like about, I forget, around a dozen or so people, maybe more, that are here. So they're like preparing food. They're kind of setting their up on the side of the road here, and starting to cook.
Very fancy. Not used to this type of exquisite.
You're in the
Preparation.
high life now.
Caravan.
Being an adventurer has its perks.
Everyone's so grateful to you also for helping get that flour and stuff. So everyone's, or rather, celebratory as far as this evening for thank you for saving their fellow
I almost died
man, Thomas.
for it. That's all.
Sarah Lynn is very impressed.
Oh, Sarah.
I hear Sarah Lynn likes spoons. Spoon
What?
playing, specifically.
Do you hear her say that?
Yeah, I heard her say that.
Oh, maybe tonight. Maybe I'll play a little spoon diddy daddy.
So you guys are able to catch each other up on everything, where you were coming from, what they've been doing for the last days or so.
Okay, who wants to hear the spoons? Were they leaving tonight?
I do not want to hear them.
Were
The
they,
caravan?
yeah, were they
No,
leaving
they're
tonight?
nothing. It looks like they're able to just pack up or set up for the night here? And then
Well,
they're gonna
while
leave?
we're here, I'm okay. Not everyone at once. I'll play some spoons for you, and I regale them with the tale of the hero named Hito.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead, let's hear it.
it's more of a I did that.
Do you need some spoons?
If it weren't, it already happened. It's in the past.
Do you want to
Everyone
roll your
remembers.
performance then?
Yeah. Okay. Off my game tonight. 12.
A little too much ale.
I stam it a bit.
You have some people that are like tapping their toes and
How's Sarah Lynn?
going on. She's not very impressed. Actually, no, sorry, I did that wrong. She I
Is
didn't
she
figure out where-
involved?
Yeah, she's actually pretty decently impressed.
The song's just for you, Sarah Lynn.
Oh. She has her mortar and pestle and making some
She
stuff.
better.
I jump in and I back him up a little bit on my tambourine, but not in a way that detracts. He's definitely the star.
Just supporting it here.
Yes.
Appreciate
And a
that.
little
Should you get advantage now? I'm not-
bit- Yeah, go ahead.
I got a 10 now.
Oh shit!
Stick with the 12. I don't know if I want to use this tower anymore. It's not working. I'm still a little exhausted from the knee of death.
Yeah, get all the bad rolls out now.
I'm blowing up, guys. Sorry. So we're on the road and we're traveling somewhere?
No,
Or
you're
just-
still
still
chilling
set
at
up.
the
Yeah,
camp.
so you're at a pathway. You guys know that you're headed to the Whispering Forest, and the caravan will be. You guys will be separating in the morning. They're just going to stick it out because they know that they're still about a day or so away from Belden. Hito overhears you guys talking about your adventures and plans, though, and he gets excited when he hears you're going to
Remember
the
that time
Whispering Forest.
when you ate your way through a
A
through a
rat.
rat's stomach?
I have.
Oh man.
I got a taste for the rat. What can I say?
That was a good adventure.
Yeah, we're going to the Whispering Forest. It's in the other direction from where you're going.
Too bad.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and we're
Yeah.
just starting to get to know each other, Hito.
I know. I feel like I've known you forever.
Yeah.
I've never been into the Whispering Forest. We always just go around it. It takes a lot longer to go around that whole forest, but I hear it's really dangerous. I've read up a lot about it in my books.
It is too dangerous for a youngster like you, but
What did you read?
What
What did you read about
What's
it?
going on, Hito?
Oh, it seems like it's a lot of danger in there. You got the Tree of the Ancients. It's hard to find.
Oh, back. I'm Tree of the what now?
The ancients, I
Is that
think Hito
ancients?
said.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have the book wouldn't tell you where it is, right? Or is it like a random place, or is it like that center of the forest?
Is it like like those areas that like you can just like point with a map and you can just say like
Yeah, you can, there.
like
Is
the
the
woods
forest
look
the
like
shape
this?
of a hand?
Yeah.
Well, from what I've heard, it's hard to find in the forest or wherever it is located. It seems like it's probably toward the. Once you get up close, it's hard to. You can pretty much see it from the outside. I can try. I could come.
Oh, Dolafon would never. Oh, if your dad would laugh.
I mean, but you told I've got this. I don't even know where it is. This bell necklace that you gave me.
That's right. We did put a necklace with a bell on it and it was not because you were very quiet and sneaky and we wanted to know where you were at all times. It's because it's magic and it makes you strong. There you are, dancing. Calm down, little
I'm
buddy.
so excited.
I know. It's, your
I
dad will
didn't
go for
do
it.
anything.
I know, except for disobey your father. That's the one thing.
Dad would let me.
Well, he
Maybe
might,
you
but
should
the,
ask him first.
the bell. That's the one caveat. You cannot disrespect your father's wishes with it.
I heard the Tree of the Ancients too has a lot of power and stuff, so it must be magical. And as he's saying that, Sarah Lynn overhears, and she looks and says, I bet that would be really good for remedies. And she explains, as you guys are unaware, that she does a lot of like herbal remedies and all these things. That's what they needed the flower. She was the one to like make all these things. And so she's very intrigued by this, by wanting to do like some part leaves or bark of this tree that might be
Of the
useful.
old tree?
Of the tree of the ancients.
Okay.
Hito
Anything for you.
like stands up straight, like puffs out his chest. I can do it. I can do it for you.
But you can't. But you're not allowed to cut.
To disobey your
Oh,
father.
if you thought.
I'm a hero.
Let's see what Dolafon has to say about this before we keep talking about it. We're going in circles.
Dolafon's at like another little fire. There are a couple of them set up for sitting and cooking.
Dolafon!
Ole! The sun.
He like slowly stands up and just lumbers on over and leans down toward you guys. Yes.
How do you feel about Hito? If we were to, go to the Whispering Forest and
It's so dangerous there. The Whispering
yeah,
Forest.
Whispering Forest.
It's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this.
How would you feel if you were to come with us on this dangerous journey?
How long would you guys be away?
However long it takes for danger. I mean, we're heroes. We go until the mission's complete. And there's a corporate key somewhere about there, and I'm trying to find it. And
So you're saying that we might get a reprieve from Hito for a while?
No,
Boy,
I don't.
If
I don't think
It could be.
the rumors of the Whispering Forest, perhaps.
You're not hoping for a permanent reprieve, are you? Because it is a dangerous forest.
It's so dangerous. I believe I have another song coming on. There's a moment right now. It starts just jiggy jamming on the spoons and does a fine rendition of Cat in the Cradle.
Go ahead. You can persuade him, or you can perform for something too. If you guys want to, if you're trying to like get him to convince him, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
12.
16.
19.
18.
And a silver spoon.
18 plus 7 is
They went.
5.
Damn.
Alright. He was like kind of mainly for Banyan though. For Juan, he was just like okay, but Banyan's really given him a strong.
I told him his kid might die.
Yeah, that's true.
And that like he loves him as a father would, no matter how annoying or
Right.
something that might be, that you don't want your child to be risking. Like he is a grown man though, but I see what you're saying. I'm 27.
I'm sorry.
All your life ahead of you, lad.
Whole life ahead of you. It ain't fit to end any shorter than kind of following us pathetic.
Plus, this caravan depends on you now.
Mhm.
You need to hold down the fort while we're away.
Tell Sarah Lynn I can't get her the leaves then.
Well, we can come back later and see Sarah Lynn and give her the leaves very gallantly.
Just because we're leaving doesn't mean our relationship with Sarah Lynn or you has changed.
Or Sarah Lynn.
That's what I said.
Huh?
Oh.
He kind of just like, okay, and looks sad, but kind of also is a little bit relieved too, because he was also terrified. Man, I don't want to fight all those monsters in there anyway. Whew.
We
Or
asked
get
you
lost.
earlier what you knew, and you said you didn't mention monsters like on your short list. Just think
Just
it
said
should
tree.
Oh.
A tree of
Tree of
ancients.
ancients.
Now,
Tree of ancients.
Hard to find.
And danger,
And danger in
but
general.
not necessarily.
Like ghosts or something, maybe?
Perhaps, do you happen to have the books that you've read this, maybe in the wagon?
Oh, not anymore. It was part of the fire from earlier yesterday.
Oh.
With the
Ah,
bandits.
the old book fire.
The whole caravan was on fire. You were there.
I know
Those
those.
bandit.
Those damn bandits. They target the book,
Bullets.
the book wagon first.
I'm gonna roll a
Yeah,
perception
whole
check
hand.
just to see if I can gather if Hito did actually read these books and retain any information, or if he truly is just in love with these guys. That's a 19.
God.
He beat you. But you can see genuinely that like it seems like he has read them, and he's fairly knowledgeable in it. He doesn't know. We don't know for sure if he's memorized everything. He is also very much in love with these guys.
Okay.
It's probably more likely that he knows somebody who read the books and was like, "Oh, that's interesting, Tree of Ancients," and now he's just acting like he knew the whole time. Great. Well,
Hito, what if perhaps you went ahead of us to prepare a room and maybe a study quarters for us? We're gonna come back with a lot of information, and you could scribe it down for us.
Oh, okay, I'll have to learn to write first, but I can.
Oh,
You won't take that long.
well, that's okay. We'll be in the forest waiting for you to become literate.
I think it's amazing you're taking this big step towards literacy.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm a good reader. Just I have trouble with the.
Your problem is you can't hold the utensil.
I was gonna say
You have comprehension of the language in its entirety, but you can't. Something from here to here.
Doesn't
My God, Hito. There's so much to unpack.
I'll say you guys are carrying a lot of stuff.
That's true. Speaking of which, I have a spherical puzzle box. Anyone want to look at it?
I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna twist this and twist that,
Good
poke at it
start.
a couple times, puzzle it.
Go ahead, an intelligence check, maybe.
Okay. 15.
It definitely seems to have it's like a metal. I don't remember what I said last time, but it's like metal knobs and stuff too. It kind of has this steampunky looking thing. There's some numbers and stuff, but you just can't make heads nor tails.
Heads or tails, my friend.
I agree. Toss it in my bag.
If there's anything else that you guys want to do for the night, they're planning on packing up and heading out first thing in the morning.
What's your
I'll,
weapon? What's your weapon?
We got a quarterstaff and a longbow. By nature, I would offer to take the first watch.
So you don't need watches. They've got an amulet that protects them.
Where can it
Oh,
It protects
Here.
them from undead though.
Take this
But-
+1 short
just
sword.
from the undead?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
It's, so yeah, it's got a magical amulet that's been blessed or whatever.
And that's
So-
prevalent in this area?
+1
undead?
short sword.
Yeah, I would
Just
say.
give me a plus
I
one
think
short
you
sword.
probably on your journey would have spent at least one night heading in this direction. So you have encountered that, and Banyan had explained that they came across it on the island initially too, and probably when you appeared on this, everyone started here. They got transported to this island.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it happened, and
So
then
it's still
out
light,
outside
which
of the
is for
cities,
dual wielding
there's
purposes.
undead
good.
that pop up
You
from,
can use the rapier and the short sword.
yeah, from the ground or from wherever.
Okay.
Instead of the
So
dagger.
then they just,
You
but
can get
the
stats
amulet
on
kind
that.
of keeps them at bay, and
Short
keeps them
sword,
away.
yeah.
But other creatures,
It's a
might
1d6
not necessarily be protected from.
+1.
I can take second watch. I only need to meditate for 4 hours.
It'll be
a
plus your
day.
dex. So 1d6 +3.
And I can just take the rest of the watch.
And then you add +1 to all to hit and to
That's
damage.
fine,
So you
yeah.
can do
Well,
1d6
That
plus
sounds
4,
amenable.
Yeah.
actually. And then whenever you roll, you add 1 more to that plus your dex and proficiency.
Wait, say that one more time?
Anytime you roll it,
Great.
you add
We also
an
have
extra
filtered
1 to
water
it. So
too.
just
Okay.
treat every number you roll in
I'm fine with it
as
unless you
+1.
think your water sucks.
I just don't like Chicago water.
Why am I doing +4 instead of +3?
Which it sounds
Because you
like
get
I've never
+1
been
to damage
pretentious
as well.
about water anywhere else before until I got here, and then I
Okay,
I
so
kept thinking when I was at restaurants
it's
or
this,
something, I was
and
like,
you're
the cup
adding
seems
in
weird.
the
You're just already adding it
Every
just
cup
for-
in Chicago seems weird, and I was like, oh, it must be like the water.
It's probably the lead.
I get +1 to my attack roll as
It's a
well.
weird aftertaste.
Our old pipes.
That's what I've read, is that some of the pipes haven't been changed like from the 80s or something.
They're working on it.
But it's not everywhere.
Rom's got it.
Rom's all over it. Do you Does anyone need a magic cold sword?
I mean, what kind of sword is it?
I don't. It's short sword. I
Short
think.
sword, I think. Yeah.
I only have a dagger.
You like a magic cold sword?
Yeah.
That's all the information I have.
Scope that would be. Wow, I feel very welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
I just punch stuff, so I don't need a sword.
You can ask her.
I take the magic cold sword.
I literally don't.
Regular short sword is a D6, right?
D6. Yeah.
I think, if I didn't say what it was, I think it's a D6 slashing damage plus a D4 cold damage.
Damn.
But no plus on the 2 then. Right.
No, right.
So it's a, might be better than a plus on short sword. I don't know.
You want it back?
No, I don't use weapons. I have a rapier inside my little cane. There's nothing in my cane. Well, Banyan, you seem like you would like this. Ancient Book of Pressed Flowers.
Oh my god, how did you know?
Just the look-seers.
You are so right.
Flowers in there. You can make some ancient potpourri.
I just like to look at them though.
Dealer's choice. That's fine.
Just stick it in my. Like I don't have coke. Give my
You don't have to have exactly what that's. That's okay. You can have a coat now.
Put it under my cap.
Inside your
It's just a bag of holding that's made into a cap.
Yeah.
So extra little stuff in there. That'd actually be kind of cool.
That'd be dope.
I think if you wanted it, Arrow, you could have the walking stick with an animated dragon's head.
Yep, done. Always wanted it. Doesn't talk? Hey, dragon head stick.
It was an animated
Animated
dragon
dragon's
head
head.
on a walking stick, right?
Mhm.
It like it'll be like completely stone and then kind of like turn like kind of be moldable and stuff, and it moves. It doesn't seem to talk or anything, but it does kind of like move
Is
around.
it like
and then
a
it goes
bobblehead?
like a gargoyle.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
be like it's stone, and then it kind of can move when it wants to, and then when it goes back, then it just seems to be solidly stone again.
That's still very rare.
Agreed.
We're all in.
Pretty cool.
As we returning in now, Hito, we're so very tired. Not that you're exhausting.
You notice that he's already.
Makes his bell still rings when he snores.
Kids
suck
At least we always know.
At least we know where Hito is.
Passed out on the chair.
Got
So
a little
everyone's like,
canary.
they're all packing up. The fires are dying down. Dolafon like kind of sighs and sort of picks him up and carries him off into the caravan.
It's definitely sucking his thumb.
Sarah Lynn, I know you've offered me quarter before. We're here for just one more night. Still got the pillow in the corner of your car?
Yeah, I think there should be still room for it. You probably all could squeeze in there.
Yep, all of them, that's what I meant. Walk off.
Yeah, so she kind of has like a sort of infirmary kind of area, like where all her plant stuff. The guy who was sick is still in there, resting up. He's feeling better, but yeah. So there's like blankets and stuff for you guys to kind of be in the corner all together. And you also probably have your own rollout stuff.
Yep.
Sarah Lynn, do you have anything perhaps to quench the banging in the head after a night of drinking? And your remedies?
Do I?
Oh god. Don't get her started
is-
on her remedies.
And this is a big problem with this caravan. She like opens up a little cabinet and stuff too, and she pulls out a little flask of stuff and like, that should help you out. So
Look,
it's,
look, 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 look.
and
What
it
about-
tastes kind of gross. It's like a bitter, and it's like green mushed leaves. Similar to, they all seem to taste
They're all just
similar.
mush files?
Yeah,
That's the best descriptor for all of these things.
they're mush files. Everything, they're labeled,
Do better?
they're very intricately labeled, but they all look like different ways of mush. It's natural.
Shades of green.
It was just raw chlorophyll.
Sorry, did you say you needed something?
I was just curious if maybe you had something in the, let's say you weren't ready to stop the party from ending. Maybe your head wasn't banging so. So,
Hard enough. I see where he's going.
I'm ready to call it a night. I'm feeling loose. Just wondering if you,
What was the question?
are you holding?
Oh, well, don't tell the others, but I like to try and make my own
Shut
sometimes.
up, I knew this girl was cool.
Yeah, right? She's very, she's so cool.
So she goes like into another part, like down below, and like reaches in. She has like a couple more like tiny vials of things that are also looking like mush, but they're like, no, trust me, these will taste
I'll
good.
try anything.
No, man.
Fermented.
Give me that, I don't give a shit.
It's always the bard, you know?
I'm gonna go practice sword flips, guys.
That sounds safe.
But
So you guys, you take first watch,
Yep.
everybody ends up meditating and take second watch. As you see, like throughout the night, too, that the zombies and the skeletons, like the different undead, they do come up and they seem to be pretty prominent in this area. But there is like a good amount of space between them that they seem to be kind of like deflected by because of that amulet around you. So you have like a good a little bit of space around you guys.
I approach the. I want to just go to the edge of the barrier,
Yeah.
and I want to like see. I just stand there and I watch for a bit. Do they come?
see
Do
them?
they see me? Do they come
like
try
they're
and?
nearby, like they're walking up to you, but you just see them kind of like
Okay.
it's an invisible barrier, but like with them kind of banging into it, so it's just like into the air that they seem to be like reflected off, but they're like trying
Okay.
to like strike at you.
So I take my quarterstaff out of curiosity and I time it so that right as one approaches, I reach the bubble and poke it right in the face.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
No,
That's all.
Yeah. Okay. You so it's just like a
Straight through
skeleton
the
picture that comes in, and you sit it in the face. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you just shove it like right into its eye socket there, and the whole
Gross.
head comes popping off, and the skeleton collapses with the skull just on the tip of it.
I shake the head off of my quarterstaff. Is the undead head now, or is it?
It's just a
It's just
dead undead.
All right, I've learned something today about these undead, so I go back to my lunch.
It's just like, what?
Worth it.
So the rest of the night is pretty peaceful. You don't end up seeing any other creatures. Yeah. So nothing seems to come out in this pathway. They seem to be staying closer in, like into the woods and stuff, out farther away from the path. But aside from maybe a couple like adventurers that are heading toward Belden that aren't afraid of these monsters, and they pass by, but nothing dangerous. Same thing throughout the night when you sort of or switch shifts. So morning comes, sunrise. Everyone's already up. They're very early morning people here in this caravan. Oh, Schlimp! What?
Sarah, then give me one of them good mush.
You see her like drinking a couple.
Slam some of that good mush in the morning.
Glam!
Yeah,
I wanted to see you guys off before you go.
Oh, I was just in there thinking, oh, I'm so sad I won't see Hito, and I couldn't get out of bed, so. But I'm gonna be strong for you.
I'll be strong for you too.
Okay,
I
well,
can do it.
see you later. Just starts slipping
You
out.
exit out.
I'm good.
I'm already outside.
Yeah, I follow. Bye, Hito.
So you guys just head off. Dolafon, everyone kind of says goodbye to you and
been
thanks you
real.
for helping out. And he is like, it was really nice to meet you. Keep in touch. I'll write to you once I learn to write.
If you ever learn to write, you can then figure out how to get that writing into my hand in this land. I'll take it. Go for it,
What's your address?
I curtly nod and walk away.
I do not have an address. I am a wandering adventurer.
Okay. Oh, well, good luck. I hope you guys don't die in the forest.
Well, good luck to you. God, this kid.
Keep
What about me?
Huh?
What?
You're wonderful.
Is that your dad calling you?
He's over there. Just 1 second, Dolafon. He's coming. You better get over there. He seems
Oh,
mad.
I didn't hear him. Dad. He goes back off. So you guys start heading westward.
Yeah,
Let's
get this going on the going.
Okay.
Corporate key.
They also noticed, like, throughout the night and the evenings that two of those bandits never came back, so you don't know where they are just yet. But
Probably just waiting for me to bring back the cash.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not holding a grudge or anything.
I doubt it. Squinch sparkle.
So the forest, it's hard to tell like how far away it is from this map and stuff too, but it ends up being another couple days to get to this forest. But we can just go through that. It wasn't too difficult if you haven't come across anything aside from maybe other adventures, again, like passing by throughout the day. At night, it's been a little bit more tricky because of the undead, so it was a little bit more.
So if you take their head off, then they're dead? Interesting.
None of your clerics either, yeah, so no one has to turn undead. But I'd say that like you guys, they're pretty weak once you're trying it at them, and they're not always like around. Sometimes it's busier, sometimes it's not. The locations that you've been have been fine. So after a couple of days, you do make it. You come across, you see these giant trees that like redwoods somewhat, and they're large in height and in width. They're coming up across, and you can see like in the middle of it, of this whole forest, like seems to go on forever. There's another even enormous tree that's in the middle of it.
And behind that tree is the tree of the ancients.
So the closer you get, the more you can see that like the trees are all like side by side, that you can barely even squeeze through like as a person. They're all kind of growing up like on top of each other as well. So they're all just kind of tangled together and not much room as far as trying to get through. And it doesn't even look like there's a way to get inside, but the path does continue forward through it.
Like past it. Like we know that we can see we can't make it through the initial trees, or there's a path.
The path,
In
it
between
looks like
all
it
of
just
these
goes
gnarled
through.
trees.
Yeah, it
Okay.
looks like it does go through there somehow.
Take out my crowbar. Try to see if I can get the trees to wiggle open a little bit. Be less dense.
Once you guys get up to it, you do see like the path continues straight through, so you're going off to the side to see if you can get through the parts of the trees that are all together.
With my crowbar.
Okay,
Yes, I am.
go ahead.
You got this, Graham.
I got a 6. Plus whatever else.
You like sort of chip off a little bit of bark.
Nope. It's dense forest. Put my crowbar away and join the group.
This path seems pathable. continue down it. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, okay.
As you you could see a stark difference between it's daylight out here, but as you're entering in, it's very dim. That the trees are blocking a lot of the light. It's not completely dark, but it is just a lot more dim heading inward. And for some reason, it's hard to see ahead. That you're even with dark vision. If all of you or some of you have it.
Oh,
yeah, except for the human. Yeah. It's still just kind of tough to see inward. It gets too dark or too blurry in the back that it's hard to tell from the outside, just with how dense the trees are, maybe.
Hello? Are you called the Whispering Forest because you whisper back? No. That's you.
I know, I was just trying to get you.
I can hear you.
I thought it would be funny if you didn't.
I thought there was some man things.
I would think there would be owls,
Right, or something.
you know?
Are you guys entering in?
I walk.
Yeah,
I walk in.
yeah. It's this is the conversation having as you're walking to the
but you're
floor.
still standing outside a bit.
No, we're getting in there
So
looking
as
for
you
owls.
go in, you do start to hear kind of a.
Looks like we're coming in now.
It's just the wind in the leaves, guys.
What was that? The wind. Oh gosh.
Why are you so much smaller than
I'm incredibly
Oh, I
small.
smudged your perfect tree.
Oh, that's bad.
This should be easy. I see it right there.
He was running out of materials.
Okay.
I know it doesn't seem to make a difference, but. You might not need this. I don't know how it depends on what you end up doing.
Nice.
I'm gonna say you're entering from this side though, so it's easier for me.
Wow!
Okay, so you guys.
I am
anyway,
disoriented.
As if by some sort of magic, the entire world turned on its head.
The path continues, it's about around 10 feet or so wide throughout it, but even all around you, you still have these giant trees that are. The path seems pretty clear. That it doesn't seem in the way. The trees seem very organized for how this path is, but as you walk up closer into it, you can kind of see. Maybe we can have another. An opening here, and you can see the forks in the road that are going, we'll say, northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. But you guys are just
in
at
the north.
You're entering in from the.
So this direction here is
North.
northwest.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you're from the south,
Okay.
ignore
Yeah.
just for the sake
Yep,
of being able
makes
to be.
sense. Yeah.
So as you head in, you notice this clearing up ahead of you guys. So you have about 5-10 feet of you before you get to the main clearing point. But you do see looking down the paths that there's this fog that seems to get thicker and thicker, so you can't see through to the other side. Even the path straight in front of you kind of has this weird fog that kind of you hear whispering coming from everywhere around you as well. The closer you get to the fog, the louder the whispers seem to get.
Well, I am very uncomfortable and not willing to go first.
I will go first.
Alright.
That's right.
Dope.
Go
You
ahead,
go
red
first.
shirt.
Music works.
So I walk through confident in my past experience in forests, thinking that this is, while creepy, nothing that I can't handle.
Pick which way we go, man. I'll follow you.
I'll follow you.
So both of you guys head forward.
So I go to the fork, and I listen.
Who's who here? This guy
I think that's
here?
me. Yeah. So I go to the fork and I listen. And do I notice a difference in either direction?
So as you walk up to the fork and try to listen to it, like the fog kind of surrounds you, and you hear like whispering. It seems like right in your ear. So this, and you kind of see like glowing blue balls of light nearby. And with that, you like the fog gets really thick, though you don't really notice anything else.
In both directions.
And yeah, and so there's like the front left, front right, and back.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 directions here, but so it's kind of like, but it's all foggy all around you at this point, so you can't even really see the others behind you.
Yeah.
So which way?
Hey, are you guys there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't see. I can't see you.
I mean, I can hear you, but I don't. It is very foggy in here.
Is anyone capable of maybe a large gust of wind or?
No. I punch stuff.
I take a torch and like flint out of my bag and I light a torch.
Okay.
Does the heat of the flame of the torch disperse the mist at all?
Not really. Like maybe a little bit around it, but it you can tell your torch is getting a little bit damp too, but the fire is still there. Do you
That's
go
good.
in any direction or anywhere? Still feet firmly planted.
Let's go northwest.
Okay, so you start to head
I
that way.
say this way, gents.
Okay.
As you
I doubt you chose by chance.
He sounds confident.
As you take your step inward, the fog kind of clears around, but he disappears.
Okay.
Since he was ahead of you guys, it kind of clears up. So this area is visible, but he's gone.
I blindly follow him.
Yeah. Okay. Shit.
I'm just gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
Companion
I
falls over.
was gonna do a perception check of some sort. I don't know. You kind of already did that, didn't you? I mean, you looked at the fork in the road.
So when you where you appear now, you feel like you just walked into it again. It seems like you're in the same spot that you were before, but the entrance that you're at is now gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
Oh, so now there's So now there's only 4 options again.
So yeah. So instead of like the 5 options of the exit behind you, but now there are the 4, and each diagonal direction.
Okay.
So not northwest. That didn't seem to work out for us.
Northwest.
Perhaps northeast is the option.
Who knows? I'll go first.
Okay.
Northeast way. If I don't know if I
You
make
don't know
it.
where you are here.
Oh, I don't know where.
You know that you're.
We don't. We're just in like.
So
For all
think
we
of it.
know, we could be in any of these.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
You've figured out that much that you are that since the exit disappeared that you think that you've been you're in another part of this.
Do I know which direction I'm facing?
Yeah, you can tell which way.
Am
You're
I
trying to
facing
think
north?
You're still facing north. Yeah, if you're standing straight, you've got your northwest, northeast, southeast,
As-
southwest.
I want to go southwest.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
When I want to, as I go through and follow in, I want to really pay attention. So you said everything's obscured, but do I notice anything about the mist that's like maybe like it looks like you said it's obscured, right? But like right before I walk through it, does it look like there's like a path through? Like there's like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Where you are right now, the clearing in it, there is no fog or mist where you're standing. It's only in the certain directions. So at your first spot here entering in, it was
Right.
foggy here, and then like in the centers here too.
Yeah.
Just do like this. At this point, wherever you are, let's say like you're here or something, it's just clear. There is no fog. So until like they're like in the middle.
Right. But we're going southwest, so as
as
I
you
walk
walk
through
through
the
it,
fog,
you're
I
trying
guess
to
I
see-
just want to do a perception check if I notice anything unique about.
Yeah, go ahead and do an investigation.
I'm gonna take I have Pitten. I'm
16.
gonna take a Pitten and hit it into the ground too.
And you're trying to look to see if the fog, if there's anything in particular about it, like.
Well, I guess I really want to know if there's a difference between when I walked through the fog last time.
At this point, you said 16.
Yeah.
At this point, you can't really tell a difference from it. You do keep seeing these like blue balls of light and whispering though. But you were investigating the fog though, so you don't know exactly what it is of the fog. But like these kind of balls of light appear, and, like now they kind of flicker and like are floating around too. So when you went southwest, correct?
Southwest
Okay.
is what I wanted to do. I don't know.
I follow.
Yeah, before I go, I'm gonna take a Pitten and bang it into the ground and set a piece of copper next to it.
Okay. So copper.
Corper.
As you walk into it, you come back to kind of a little bit of the fog that you can see through, and you can see the exit again.
So now we know where we are.
So we went northwest,
Walk southwest and then back to the same spot.
and
So
then
that you didn't go northwest at the beginning. You hadn't really moved yet
Right.
from the first time.
now we
Okay.
haven't moved, right?
Well, sorry, to be clear, it's not gonna
Let's
stand
just
up.
have one of us represent all of us for now
You're
until
just
we
a
decide to
sturdy
split up.
stander.
Yeah.
So when you were like moving, you took a step, but you didn't actually go anywhere. So you were still in this spot when you disappeared.
I just took one step
Yeah,
and
so you
disappeared.
hadn't actually gone into it though. So so from like what you've gathered though from around you hadn't really gone that far.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
in this area. This time though, when you guys went southwest, you did walk through the path and then found your way. It seems like you came back right here, and you noticed that you are back. But as a ranger and stuff too, you can gather like
into it where I am.
even though this is a confusing layout, you do know this is the same entrance that you had before.
Okay. So don't go northwest.
And go southwest.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Southwest was where you.
Northeast is where we went first.
You didn't.
Well, we stepped into.
Sorry. No, I thought I said northwest to start.
But,
Should I
you
just-
didn't step anywhere. Like you said that, but it's just so you're aware that you didn't actually go northwest.
Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. We just got teleported.
Right.
To some random place.
So southwest was the first direction that you've headed, but now you're back at the end.
Right, but I tried to go northwest and couldn't.
I'm
So that
gonna-
would make me think then that I'm unable to.
I'm gonna try to go northwest again.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay. You guys disappear, and when the fog kind of surrounds you, and when it comes back, it is in the same, like the entrance has disappeared again.
Is my Pitten and Corper there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna just slip southwest again.
Southwest again.
Yeah. Getting back to the assumably going back to the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When you go that way, you do go back to the entrance area.
Well, it seems.
What if you go southwest now? Will you wind back up in that?
I don't know.
I run southwest.
Run immediately.
Oh, well,
Wait, where he went from?
So where he came from.
Like we're back. We're all
We're
back.
all
together
back in
now.
the-
Yeah, we're all back in the
So
same
you're
place.
trying to go.
Yeah, so I want to see if I go back to
So
that
good.
same spot without the
When
exit.
you run southwest, you are back where that Pitten is.
Okay, alright. I come back.
No, that doesn't make sense.
You
You ran southwest to get to the entrance, so if you run southwest again,
from here, you're right. You were here and you went southwest.
Mm-hmm.
You end up back where the Pitten is.
So if we
And
go
then
northwest,
you
go southwest.
So to
Northwest
get
and
back, you go
southwest is
southwest
the same.
again. You're disappeared
Yes.
into that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're back at the beginning
Yeah.
after you went southwest where that Pitten is.
So it's
So everyone's back at the beginning.
50.
Northeast?
Okay. I start walking.
I go northeast.
You appear in that center again where that Pitten is.
Shoot.
can I hear it? Can I hear
But
anything?
you still do
It's
have
like,
a northwest, a northeast, southeast, and southwest directions. You've all like where you are now. You've only been going southwest. So
I know. Yeah. I just wanted to eliminate everything from.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, let's go southwest and then
I
go
think it's most
Go
southeast.
east.
most responsible for us to eliminate all options from the beginning,
Just
and
making
then
sure because I know it's confusing with the directions.
we're going to take 8 steps backwards to go 9 steps forward.
Sure.
Yes.
So I'm back at the Pitten. I'm gonna run southwest, and then I'm going to
Back at the
run
beginning.
Southeast.
southeast,
Okay.
Southeast.
and back to the pit
Back
again.
in the pit.
Just teleporting all over.
All right.
Okay.
So there's only one direction to head then.
Well, we know right now.
That from the pit.
We're all here at the pit now.
West is how we get back.
Where
to the entrance.
we can't assert
So
where
yeah.
that is
You
for
can't
our
tell
other
where.
guys yet. Okay.
We have to try northeast then.
And the whole thing is
From
surrounded.
here, I would try.
I thought we did try it.
No,
Not
we've
from the
only
pit.
gone southwest from where we are right now.
Yeah, from the teleport location, we've only gone one direction. Now we've got
Anywhere
Three
you
more
head from the
options.
entrance leads to here.
right.
Oh.
We
Seems
presume
hard
that
to
it's
keep track of it maybe in your head.
No, I think we got it. I think we got it figured out. I think we're okay.
So far, I think I understand it. pretty
You
well.
know, my father was a wise and powerful goblin. And he always said, let's try northeast.
All right. Northeast it is.
Northeast?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys head there, that fog again kind of surrounds you, and you're halfway through the path, and you end up back at the entrance.
Fuck! My dad was a liar. I mean, we had a hard.
What did he do for a living? What did he do for a living?
He was a carpenter, and I didn't want to build the stage. I wanted to just
Want
like
to be on it.
talking to
No, I
you
understand.
about all this as we're walking through.
You're going back to the
Yeah, I gotta go back.
Back to the pit. And
Okay.
You were still just chilling there.
No, we're all.
Are we all going
We're all
out?
together,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
I don't know if somebody wants to hang back at any point. Just holler.
Yeah, for the sake.
So we go back to the pit.
Back to the pit, which is whatever, any direction from there. And we've gone south,
West and
southwest, and
northeast.
northeast.
Both
Let's
states.
go northwest.
Yes.
North by
Let's
northwest.
try
Okay.
northwest.
You go northwest, you are back at the entrance.
Okay. All right.
There's southeast.
Alright, you go back to the pit and
Back to the
southeast.
pit and southeast.
You walk through, that fog happens, and you go back to what looks like the same place. That's not the entrance. There is no exit, but it is the same kind of. You can ascertain, like, as you go down, like turning back, which way is northwest. Like, there is no pit in here.
So we want
Hey,
south.
can you put a pitten down here?
Okay. And put a pit down with a silver
Silver.
Silver
There's
piece
a
next
silver
to it,
piece
yeah.
next to it.
What was the first color you had?
copper.
Corporate.
It's a piece of money.
Oh, okay.
Copper
Where's
piece
their
of money.
money bags?
Putting a penny on the ground.
Just because Mr. Moneybags was a prevalent goblin actor doesn't mean you can call Sklint that.
I'm in production now. I don't act anymore. I'm just you get older as a goblin and people just start to, you know,
I forget about you.
your fur starts to sag and just get super sad as you keep wandering through this wood.
So second pitten, we have every option on the table. We just
Why don't
south,
Should-
east, northwest.
should we all go in a direction? Like each pick one?
Maybe.
It seems, so far,
Ooh.
southeast is the only direction that's worked.
No, wouldn't that work? Because if we all go a different direction,
that's not true.
3 people will wind up in the same spot,
Assumably.
right? Assumably. And then
Assumably.
you can just follow where the
Yeah.
person who's not with you went.
Yeah.
Yes. So my father always told me
Split up.
go northwest. So I head northwest from the silver pit.
Okay.
I go northeast.
I'll go southwest.
I'm going southeast, I guess.
Okay. The 3 of you end up back at the orange pitten. Or the copper pitten, sorry. I marked my colors differently.
Okay. And Sklint moves on.
And he goes to
Okay,
another
so we'll all go back.
Yeah, back to the silver.
Back to the
direction?
silver pitten.
How'd you get there?
Wait.
It was southeast to the silver
Mm-hmm.
from the orange, and then we're gonna go northwest from the silver.
Okay. You guys make it to Shklip.
Hey, Shklan.
Who has already put a gold piece next to a pit. Hello? My God, my father's wisdom prevails again.
This is the first time.
Yeah. Short-term memory is just a rock and roll.
Should we keep our same directions?
Sure.
So you went northwest,
I did.
Northwest, northeast.
South.
west,
West.
and I was southeast.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a sec. So you guys are up.
We'll crack this yet.
Crack.
What was it? Northwest,
Northeast.
northeast.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Southeast.
Okay, the three of you go back to the silver pit in southwest, right?
Yeah.
You make it to a new intersection.
Okay.
We go back to the silver pitten or the
Silver
gold
pitten.
pitten.
The silver one.
So we go
So we go northwest from there.
northwest, and then
So now we're at the gold pitten,
Yes.
and then we go southwest.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And it looks like there's no exit or entrance here, but there is. It is a. It just looked like the same intersection.
New
with that
direction.
pit.
Yeah. Okay. Put a pitten down.
And I put
Okay.
a billiard ball next to it.
A billiard ball.
What color? What number?
It's actually it's gotta be the 11 ball, I think. How many do I have left? That's the weird thing. I have 9. That's not good.
I'm gonna make it a blue billiard ball.
That's the
2.
2. Number 2 billiard ball.
The blue one is 2.
Is this supposed to be number 11? Is that what you said?
Well, 11 was all that would be the blue stripe.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, 11 is blue strip. So
Straight
we'll go
to-
with 11.
I used the cue ball a long time ago in
It's
a
not-
haunted house.
And we all take our designated directions once again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Southwest or northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. The three of you go back to the gold pitten.
I did it. For the first time, I achieved something.
So we went to the
Okay.
gold pitten.
So far, if my memory is serving, we've gone southeast, then northwest, then southwest, then northeast. That is one of each of our options per time. So there may be a pattern emerging. I just want everyone to be aware.
It takes 3 to be a pattern.
Well, there's 4. It's
That was the
so we're in a fresh spot.
You are in a fresh spot.
Who's marking?
I've got another billiard ball.
As
I've got a jar of peaches. I'm gonna plop
Wait.
that down.
Are we in first spot or are we still at the 11?
We went from the 11 northeast, and because he didn't appear back with us, so we
okay.
did go northeast. We are now at a jar of peaches.
Jar of peaches.
as you're putting that down, the fog has been pretty foggy, like all around. You can hear like the whispering. There seem to be more like blue glowing balls and stuff. As it starts to clear up, you see south of you this pond that there's like a pathway that is leading southward into a pond.
Do we have the four other directions from where we are from the peaches?
You do,
So
but
each of those, plus if we go south from where we are, there's a pond.
yeah,
Okay.
and then and it's hard to see, but you can make out a pond, and you can make out movement around there too. It's still kind of foggy, but
Assuredly, that's someone to help us.
I say we head towards the
Let's
pond.
do the pond.
Pond.
Let's pond it.
No need to ponder
Ha.
this one over.
Ha. Oh. I was gonna make it.
I spent a lot of time in nature.
so
I like
My
it.
dog thought that one was funny.
as you get up closer to it, you see it's a very large pond, like more of a lake maybe. And you can see like there's a lot of plants, there's a lot of flowers all around, and there seem to be kind of like spouts of water coming up from the ground too. And there are giant plants that are around the size of you guys that are like flowery plants. And as you get up closer to them, they turn around and you can make out like humanoid faces on them.
Oh, there's still like blue balls.
There, there are like the kind of floating around
So
everywhere, but these ones,
The flowers are their butts?
The flowers have blue balls.
but they seem a lot. They're like kind of walking around, but very like moping. You can look at their faces and they seem pretty sad, and they're just kind of wandering around. As you walk up closer, you can see like little huts and things made out of leaves and
Can they
branches
see
and
us?
stuff. Yeah, they kind of turn and look
Yeah,
at you,
that's-
but then they kind of like they seem, some of them seem like a little bit confused, but also aren't really giving you much mind because they look kind of wilted. So they've got like a flowery torso area. Their plants are like, or their legs are more like looking like tentacles, like roots, and their arms have like plants and flowers growing up on them. They're like green. So they're kind of a humanoid shape, but very much like flowered, and they're different colors and types of flowers too, like the bulbs that are on their bodies. But they also look like wilted and sick. And as you get closer to it, you can also see the water is kind of discolored.
I'm gonna walk up to the nearest one. And hello, Slim Sparkle Gleam, how are you?
And someone, she reaches out her hand and just kind of like sadly takes it.
I see you're a lady plant.
Yes. I'm
What?
surprised you got here.
Well, we had to use quite a bit of money and peaches, but we have prevailed. Why so humdrum, you glum chum?
Good rhyme.
I got her. She giggled. She got another giggle.
Something's wrong with our water, and it's making all of us pretty weak.
Well, was it not bad before, but now it's bad?
What
That's
changed?
correct.
Did a major natural disaster occur sometime just before that?
We don't think so. My people and I have been in these woods for a very long time, and it's been quite a while since we've had visitors. So we don't know what the problem is, but something has tainted our water, and we can't go inside any longer. And she gestures to the pond.
So you just went in the pond? That's what you used to do?
We used to, yes.
But you can't anymore. What happens when you go in the pond?
It hurts us and it's made us sick.
Oh, because
I
you
walk
drink
up-
with your feet.
I walk up to the pond and I stick my foot in.
And it feels like it's like a darker brown. It kind of gets a little sludgy. At closer inspection, like it's like more oozy and dirty. And it does, like for you, it's not like a quick thing, but it does kind of have like this tingle. And after holding it in for a while, like it kind of starts to like the
Take it
tingle
out.
gets more and more.
Take it out of the water. That's some.
But it's
muddy
definitely
ooze goo.
murky.
Don't like it. It's tingling on my feet.
That looked nasty.
I'm gonna just like dip my little cane in there, and then sniff at it, pull it out and sniff at it.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and roll an investigation.
Jesus Christ. 12.
Yeah, you see like it is gross water. It seems like there's certainly something wrong with it. You don't know what it is, but it seems like it's a little bit maybe toxic.
Well, they weren't lying. It's not. It smells weird. Like, blech. You know? Like when you're just like, blech.
And everyone
I'm gonna roll like a knowledge, I'm gonna study the water and roll like a knowledge check, just as if anything I've encountered is I sort of could tell if it's either a magical source or if it's something like more earthbound.
I'll go ahead and do like a nature check then.
Nature.
15.
And so you're trying to just see like what if it's something that's either
I want to know if it's a
natural
magical
or-
effect or if it's a natural.
Okay, 15. You make out that it seems like it might be something on the natural side of things. That it shouldn't obviously shouldn't be happening in this spot, but it doesn't seem like it's necessarily like a mystical presence that's causing this or a spell or something. And it's pretty foggy over top, so it's hard to see like over the entire lake, but you can see like the edge around it. And then you hear like mumbling too about like with the other leaved people as they watch you guys kind of inspect the water. And, who are these people? What's going on? And some of them are still just kind of like wallowing away.
Chris, what's your
oh, go ahead.
Just wondering what your waste disposal is like. Is the trash picked up regularly? Is the plumbing taking waste away from the water source?
Yes. Everything is pretty natural here. We make sure we don't taint our own water.
They're shitting near the pond.
No, I know they are, but like it's like plant shit, which is like okay. That's how you make more plants. I think that's why this forest is so dense. I think.
Okay, I must have.
I don't know.
I'm not an expert either.
How do you take in water? Do you drink it? If I put you in some of my clean water, how would you do that?
The smoothest guy.
You're right. You are not good with the ladies.
You guys know I'm not very
You're talking to the
charismatic.
same one before, or just someone else?
Let's make it random.
Okay. It's just another girl that's up there, and she is confused and. Hello.
How do you take in water?
Just random.
You're just like looking her up and down.
Hey, you.
Sometimes we drink it, or many times we absorb it through our roots.
Okay, I take out my water skin, just hold it up, and I say, "You tell me which way. I can put it in your mouth, or I could like
Put it in her mouth.
maybe there's a bowl or something, and you could stand in it."
If you've got a bowl laying around, I'll put it in. Like, I don't want you to feel weird. I think it's better if I just put it in a bowl and then you stand in that bowl.
How big is your water skin?
Like a common one. Yeah.
While he's doing that,
Someone must have-
I'm like approaching the women and being like, we got this, so we're cool. Like, just trying to be like, we're heroes. See? Everything's fine. Step in the bowl.
You're like covering the top part and it just says wanted. And like, are you?
I'm wanted for 1,000 gold. This is gonna can't get anywhere. We'll be fine.
So you're terrifying the first girl here, and you're asking to put her in a bowl of water.
Yeah.
She looks very intrigued by the canteen of water though too, and she says like, I'll gladly take a drink of it through my mouth.
Okay. Do you want me to pour it? I hand her my water skin.
And the others like kind of start gathering around her, and there's and then she drinks it. You can kind of see like how the brownish on her green skin is like kind of fading away into a brighter green again. Just not too much because she didn't have that much water though, but she like starts passing it around to other people nearby.
I
So
didn't
they're
know I was gonna have to share with the others.
I walk up to one of the spurts of water. Is the water coming out of the ground like the little?
Yeah, it looks
is
like
it
it's
clear?
No,
Is it
it
clean?
seems like it's coming from the
Still
pond
shit
somehow,
water.
but
Still
like,
shit water?
yeah,
Maybe
but they
it's,
seem to be like these little
Sarah
spouts, like
Lynn's
fountains, but like
remedies.
not system.
Yeah, so like a natural spring would be
Right,
like
kind
if
of.
it would. Yeah. Okay.
That's what like the thing with your investigation earlier too about it was that like it seems like whatever is natural causes, but this whole forest has like
Kinda
this kind of
supernatural,
mystical
yeah.
feeling and stuff to it. You've got these plant people,
On the ground around it, what do I have? Is it dirt? Is it sand?
dirt and grass.
Dirt.
Yeah, so it's kind of more of like marshy area.
Okay. So not
It's
rocks.
a lot of green.
Rocks and sand. It's
No.
not. Because I was like, we could make a filter for them.
Yeah.
Rock, sand, burn some trees, make charcoal. that would filter the water.
Sure.
Actually.
Oh,
I know that's weird, but we could.
With the whisper, like you have this, you've kind of grown accustomed to like the whispering out, like in the fog in this area. That's a little bit more of a clearing, and that you don't hear the whispering as much. You can kind of hear it in the distance though. But out toward the lake, you hear more, like sounds though.
I'm gonna send the fairy dragon just on a quick little recon scout about. Check out this spot.
You've got like your own little personal drone camera.
Yeah.
That's rad.
That's nice.
I'm into it.
So your fairy dragon flies out of your top hat. Is that where it's been?
Yeah.
So it flutters away, and you said like around the perimeter, or
Out and about, you know. I don't want to pressure you into. However you feel, you should fly. You know, I don't know. Around the middle, but I think I see movement out there. Let's see what that is.
just okay, and then
It speaks now.
Yeah, and it started talking last time.
I am not yet comfortable with it.
yeah,
I want you to
not
know that
responded to it at
the
all.
relationship I had has become awkward. It was like it's different now.
You haven't spoken to it since the last time.
I'm terrified.
I remember when she put her tail through the thing's neck.
Yeah. And then didn't speak for like 2 months, and now just knew I thought the whole time. What does that say about you if you knew how, but you were hiding that? I mean, I don't.
I mean, if you don't want it.
She's coming back, she's coming back.
It flies back to you, but it seems like it's flying really quickly though, and its eyes are wide.
Oh, she's
And-
excited.
And where are we at?
No, that little one senses danger.
You think so?
Yes.
This
Maybe she saw a clean water and was like, oh, I gotta tell him.
One clean water,
you
please.
hear like a cackle coming from the fog, and there this.
Is that is it the fairy?
It doesn't. No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's coming from behind the fairy dragon, and you see the dragon kind of like look like it's been hurt by this, and it like flies back to you.
You okay, girl?
Like it seems like it's taken some sort of damage on her, maybe not physically, but it looks like it's hurt more.
Emotional.
And it's like gesturing out toward
Towards the center or towards like?
toward the water.
I can't walk on water. I can't. Fuck this.
So
I
I'm
cast
gonna
fly.
roll. I hear a cackle and it gives me PTSD to where my dog was taken from me by a fey creature. So I just want to roll essentially just a wisdom check or an intelligence check on it. That cackle, I can recognize it as like fey dialect,
Go ahead and
or even just the same cackle.
go ahead and do an
Stole your
intelligence. You were so taken aback by this PTSD. As soon as you heard it, you're like crouching down though, like you're in fetal position at this point though.
What's
Like,
going
no,
on?
my dog.
Benny, what did you bring me? I don't understand.
Tubsy, they took
He's
Tubsy.
working through a lot right now.
You can see that. Oh,
We get
could've-
Tubsy back.
we could've
I'll get
taken
you
Nino.
back.
We would have at least had a bell.
yeah, we'd have, if at least, I mean, Hito would have been better. I'm starting to think. I don't know. My God.
He just needs to cry it out real good. He'll be good as new in a second.
It's fine. It appears that we have all the time in the world as these creatures around
I
us
walk
are
up to
dying
one
slowly.
of the flower people. Hey, do you guys have? Do you know what boats are? Do you know what boats are?
Yes, we might be weak, but we're not idiots.
I just don't know if you would have the need for them. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Like you're glad people. You could probably float. I figured you wouldn't need them
We
at all.
can, but sometimes we enjoy just floating on top of a wooden object.
Can
Lounging in the whispering.
borrow a boat?
Yes. There are a couple like small, like 2-person boats that are next to like a storage hut. So they're like on a rack on the outside, flipped upside down. She says we don't use them too often because we are Alrane.
Is that like
So how many
psychic
boats are
or-
there? How many boats are there?
Plant people.
Oh.
2. So that could fit 2 people each.
Okay.
What's in that hut? What do you got? What are you storing in the storage hut?
And she like
I'll check it out.
bolts down and just looks sad again.
It's fine. If I'm gonna defend you with my life, I just want to check out a hut. I don't think there's a lot to ask. It's just a hut.
her wilt.
Well, it's not
You made her wilt, man. You see, it's unlocked when you get in there, and it seems like it's there's some boat supplies. There are just some other, like dirt and mulch and stuff that they've created on their own.
This is where they keep their dirt. Okay. Is there anything life vest looking? Any sort of
Not right. No.
floaty
Rope.
There's rope.
Is there rope?
A lot of rope.
There's like 50 feet of
Let me
Are there any
get
weapons?
that.
no weapons.
Yeah, I want to grab that 50 feet of rope.
I go back to the first El Rane,
It's weird because rope's made.
and I ask her where the water comes from. Does it come from the Tree of Ancients?
Oh
God.
She says that we think everything in this forest comes from the Tree of the Ancients. This water is maybe as old as the tree itself. We don't know for certain if it comes directly from it, though.
So you don't believe that the tree tells the water to bubble up?
We think that it's the tree is telling the water to poison us.
Well, no.
Why would it do that?
No.
Why?
I,
The tree.
I'm sorry. I just
You just
And this is the same.
You
the
just
same
shut up.
one.
different one.
Okay.
The first one, I think you said the first one, the one that you were
yeah. It's just
Okay.
the one you got.
that you were
Okay.
terrified.
So her day's not getting any better. Are there male ones around?
There are. Yeah,
Okay.
you just happen to.
Have you ever
The female
explored
ones.
the bubble area? Did you ever send your roots down and maybe
What's the bubble area they're talking
the
about?
fountain,
The dirty water.
the
or-
water that's bubbling up? Like you said, it's like a little fountain bubbling up. The
Oh,
dirty
so
water.
there are a lot. It's just like little. It's like
Little geysers.
Yeah, geyser, little tiny like small geysers that are kind
From
of
on
all
the land?
Yeah, so they're all
Oh,
on the
okay.
land, just through the ground and stuff too. It seems like it's coming from the lake, but they are just kind of like pathetically splashing out on
Mm.
top onto the grass. So it's not out in the water.
I'm gonna
Let's get in the
I'm gonna
boat.
take a hand scoop of this water. I just want to be sure.
Okay, you're drinking the water.
Please don't. Oh no.
Go ahead and take 3 poison damage.
Yes. Confirmed. Not good. That is not good water. Blah.
So while Schlimp's doing that, Schlimp has done that. I took the 2 boats from the rack
Sure.
over there,
Yeah.
and I'm still on land. And I took the rope that I had, and sneakily, without trying not to have the other guys know or the plant people notice, I put a couple of holes like near the top, near the where the rim of the ship, not in the bottom obviously. And I fed the rope through it. So yeah, not in the bottom, like on the.
Yeah.
You just punch some holes with your thumbs?
I can punch through anything. I am a monk. Yeah, it's like I give it a good old pull and it just goes straight through. You know?
Big holes.
What's
Good
the
Two
Just
finger
finger,
right?
jab
It's
it.
like
one inch punch.
Enough
Yeah,
to get
one
the
inch
rope
punch.
through, and I fastened the 2 boats together to make them one 4-person boat.
It's gonna be difficult to steer these.
And you're trying to do it sneakily though, so that
As much as I can,
Go
yeah.
ahead and roll stealth.
Okay, it's on like a.
You can either take it or
Um,
roll it. What's your
Well, it's 17. I'm
Sure.
like, fine, I'll take it.
That's
Well,
fine.
Oh wait, it's not 7. It's 25.
Alright, you're like where the fog is around here, you're waiting for it to kind of fog up by the water, and you're like quickly like, okay, let me just jab these in here. The rope that you have is also, it seems like it's made from either like the vines or something to the
Rare, are you tying those boats together?
Yes, I am. That way,
Not sure.
Shouting it.
11.
The answer's yeah.
just 'cause I can hear me doing it. I don't care if I get mad. I just wanted to see if I could sneak by.
Yes, I am.
I was thinking that if we were to get on the water, because they are two different boats, they could get pushed apart. I would rather have all four of us together the entire trip across the water, rather than having something come up between us and have a problem with it.
Yeah, if something gets one, it's better if all four of us get fucked by it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm flying.
Yeah, you can fly away. And I'll
You
climb
can
something.
fly?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I'd like to. Why didn't you just fly out?
Alone? I mean, I can't fly like my fairy dragon can fly whatever it wants. I can only fly when Titania wills it, so I need to take a nap. I can't fly as good as. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Like,
We just
cancel
met.
your spell usage beforehand, or did you
No,
try to
I
do
only
that?
had a couple minutes left. I don't know. I must have spent like 2-3 minutes that they've been fucking around punching holes in
I
it.
mean, if you had wanted to do something while you had it, you could do it too. You could go out. Or
No,
if you
I wanted to
just-
fly. I knew we were all going out. I want to fly while they're on boats. So I'll wait
So you're
till
wait-
till
that's
we're
fine.
till we're boating,
Yeah.
and then I'll start flying. Yeah,
Okay. So you fashion your boats together.
some sort of
now
super boat,
into yes,
king of all boats.
to a tandem boat, and
Tandem boatsicle.
I start to help.
Yeah!
This is a good idea, Elder Arrow.
Thanks,
I
man.
hate this idea.
It's always one Debbie Downer, I get it.
Just saying, if something happens to one boat, the other boat,
We'll
the
slice
person
it.
could help.
I got a
help-
sickle,
could
we
help
can
them
slice
out.
the vines.
I do not.
What if you
disagree
stay on the
with Daniel.
shore and sing us a song of courage, Bard?
Well, now you're just being a jerk.
That's just patronizing.
I
You sang songs all the way on our journey before. I thought you liked to sing.
the way things are going, maybe you should stay on the shore, because that cackle definitely put you
That's
put
that's
you on your knees there, buddy.
That's a low blow. You clearly never loved anything. Like I loved my dog Tubbsy.
I mean, you covered your ears and you didn't. Okay.
Well, I
Just saying.
guess what? I wouldn't have done that if a song of courage had been sung.
I'm glad everyone's
Tell you
making
that
fun of my
much.
boats and not judging my character.
I'm not sure. Are they friends or? This is a very heated debate. that
It's
we're
been
having.
a long journey.
I get it.
Maybe
It's
some
like-
time away from me. It's healthy
No, we're
for
fine.
everybody.
that's what
I'm
we
sorry,
did.
too. I
I
just-
didn't mean it.
I'm very.
Top fell off for a minute there, folks. Oh, jeez.
It's very stressful, whispery forest.
It's true. Let's remember, we want to help the leaf people.
Yeah, I thought we were
Help
just
us
gonna.
help the leaf.
We've got ourselves a super boat. That Banyan, it is what it is. We've got a super boat.
How about this for a compromise? Banyan, you can cut the ropes whenever you want.
Whenever you feel like it, you cut them.
Just
Wow.
my dagger's at the ready.
I get the boat, like, if are they on the shore?
Yeah.
I start to heave
Heave ho.
to push them out.
Following along. Doing it. Doing it.
And as soon as we get out, I get my bow ready.
You guys just shove off, and so you're like standing in the back there, just behind them with your bow
Yep, observing.
armed.
Conveniently
I'm
not
gonna fly around.
paddling.
Flying around, keeping close.
And as you start to go out, like the fog is pretty thick, but it like starts to dissipate like as you're going out there, and you can see a little bit into like a little bit clearer now. Like it is still all around, but like it's just kind of like shadowed, like you can see into the distance. But you can see 3 figures that are in the water toward the center of it, and they're green, and they kind of have like seaweed like hair that they're just sort of floating over top of it, like with the use of the water, like they're kind of just like
Yeah.
using the water to kind of propel themselves up above it. And there are 3 feminine looking figures.
Do they see us?
Are you trying not to be seen?
No, we're paddling very quietly.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth checks.
Stealthy paddles.
Bell paddles.
Things are better this week.
Boom, 21.
Yeah.
13.
28.
10.
You're flying though, right?
But I'm flying. So there's
Thank God he's not in the superboat.
Yeah.
We'd have to cut those ropes pretty quick.
Say that like you two are completely unnoticed. You're like down at the bottom, but you've got someone flying here, and you've got someone who's holding a boat out, like standing up there. So they notice you two first, and when they turn and see, like they kind of all cackle together, and
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the joke.
From my hidden position, I toss the one ball just like as far as I can over their heads behind them.
go ahead and roll a dex.
Okay, hold on, wait. 10.
10. Okay, yeah, it like barely. It's just it kind of lands like slightly behind them, but you just like,
Yay!
barely miss.
Distract them. Did it distract them?
Two of them.
Yeah!
Two of them like turn around and because they have to like
natural 2 I've ever seen.
Right?
because they dodge, like they kind of have to dodge out of the way. The one like doesn't, who's up farther ahead of them, and she starts like heading out toward you guys. Who's in the very front? So like the boat it's just a long ways. There's like a
I
person,
guess
person,
technically
person.
I would be in the front because he's in the back with his bow. You're flying. And if we're both laying down, either one of us is in the front, and I'll take front.
Okay.
How are they connected? I thought you connected.
I could connect them like side to side.
Or side to side.
So I'm straddling the two boats. Is probably what's really
Right,
happening.
but you would still be in the back.
Yeah, in the back, but
So like I would be in one of the, and you would be in one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were both kind of in the front of the
Yeah.
boats.
By the way, they also had rolled 2, so now they so you equally.
Yes. That's what you get, billiard balls that
So
I held on to
she's-
for way too long.
Coming after you. Oh, and so you're side by side. She doesn't get too far away from them, but she does cast. Let me see.
Something cool. Am I still? But I'm still hidden, aren't I?
You threw a
Yeah.
thing out of there. Go ahead and roll stealth again then.
14.
She notices you. After like she sees the arm pop out
Yeah,
when you're aiming
makes
it,
sense.
she ended up seeing it. So then she's going to come. She takes her finger out and points it toward you. Who's behind you?
technically it's me, right?
Okay. This bolt of lightning shoots at you. And
As a reaction. Deflect missile. Does that work? I think it's just a ranged attack.
does it have to hit you first?
It's as a reaction.
So as soon as it happens?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll say right now as you look it up though that she missed anyway.
Okay.
As it's going, she shoots out, but you guys like the boats are kind of like in the water here, like rocking back and forth, so it just barely goes to the side. But she's still kind of coming toward you. The other two are once they like are trying to look around for that ball though, like delayed, they turn back and start following after her, like about 20 feet behind. You guys can go ahead and roll initiative.
Woohoo! Oh, it says ranged weapon attack, so no.
Attack.
Weapon attack, yeah.
17.
19.
28.
17.
You have a hella modifiers.
Yeah, my dex modifiers. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It's 26. Right?
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you?
Yeah.
17.
And then what-
Todd and I have to reroll.
You just go by
I think
dex.
yeah. What's your dex?
What's your
Plus
dex
2.
modifier?
Okay, mine's +3.
So I just go by whoever's
Okay.
fastest from it. So it'll be, and then Woody was 19.
It's plus 6, right?
It's just plus your dex, so just +5.
I thought it was
You're
plus.
still in the 20s. So Tyler's gonna go first, then Woody, then Todd, and then Greg.
Pleasure.
Oh, and I guess these have to roll. Yeah, we can take a quick break before we get into that.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your AC?
13.
You sure that's? Oh, I guess Rangers probably have. What do you have? What kind of?
Just leather armor.
You could probably have studded by this point at level 4. But it's not that exciting. You can start with that. Yeah.
Crank it up to 14.
Crank it
Yeah, he's
up.
a stud.
If you want, like if you
Sure.
want to be here, but like.
Alright, 14.
Nice.
That's where mine was at before the shield and before mage armor.
14? Yeah, because you guys are hard to hit.
I'm mainly the one that keeps showing up.
What's your HP?
38 total,
You need to get
35 currently.
Okay. Right. Okay. So up first is Arrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, how close is the first one?
She is about 10 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna. I don't know a lot of these. This is gonna be fun. I am going to throw a dart. Darter.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Darter.
Hardly.
18.
That hurt.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's the page.
It's okay.
For water? Does he have?
Yes.
I would think so.
18. 6 piercing.
6. Okay. Anything else?
He gets to attack at 10
Yeah.
as a druid.
Monk.
Or the monk. Because he's level 5 now.
Second attack, I'm gonna. She's not approaching anymore, right? She's not getting any closer to me, right?
She is currently, but just like at your time.
Throw another dart. That's 2 darts down. That definitely hit. 16 plus numbers.
Yes.
Another 6, so 12 damage total.
You can do a d6 with it.
I can do it.
You can treat darts as martial, like if you
Oh,
were
I
throwing
can?
like throwing a ninja star or something like that.
May I re-roll both of them because I rolled on a d4 both times?
Yes.
Okay. 10 for the first one, and 6 for the second, so 16 damage
For the whole turn.
for the whole turn.
Okay. Cool.
Darts.
Yeah, those pierce her body.
Are they stuck in her,
Yes.
or do they fall? Okay.
No, they're sticking inside her, like her green slimy skin is just kind of like it like seeps in there and just kind of holds firm with the kind of
Good.
dangling.
I want them to stick.
Banyan.
Sorry.
Patient defense might be worth it for you. I don't know. How does dodge work
That's so great.
against magic? Because it seems like they're going to be doing magic.
Yeah, I was looking at. Well, it's mostly weapon stuff for this
Yeah.
things that I was reading.
How many?
Yeah, these I haven't taken.
At level 6, I get like
Yeah.
Except
my
they break
martial
even
arts
after.
count
That's
as
why I
magic.
have to like I keep it like very.
Nubby.
That's
I-
a little.
different because we have to
Creatures
do
are
their
better.
resistance to me.
3.
Yeah,
So
that's
3
still
they all look
really-
the same. They're like green skin, like seaweed haired women, that are like kind of above the water.
It's just attack rolls against you.
It's attack rolls
I'm gonna cast
for dodge.
Shatter.
Nice.
Are they within a 15-foot cube of each other? They're close to each other.
15 cube.
It's
The
I'm thinking of Thunderwave.
shatter, yeah, that's a sound one. How far? Pathetic.
But shatter was a touch.
No,
Shatter's that scream.
Shatter's
when
a
they're,
sound one.
Like,
A
that's 'cause the fire
10-foot radius sphere, which is a 20-foot.
20-foot total
from end to
sphere.
end
Yeah.
diameter.
20 foot. Yeah, so they're about 20 feet apart though. So I'd say that
I can get all 3 of them.
You center it on top of the water, right in
Yeah.
one spot, and you'd be
Right
able to get all
behind.
3
Yeah.
without hitting Tyler.
Hell yeah.
And then,
Why'd you get up close?
No, she's about 10 feet away from Tyler.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd roll 3d8. And then it's a Constitution saving throw, and if you succeed, it's half damage.
con, you say?
Is it possible for you to cast fly on me?
Yeah.
Constitution save?
That'll be my second and last spell.
Yeah.
Can I borrow a couple d8s?
For future
Alright,
reference.
Two of them
future
fail,
reference,
one
yeah.
succeeds.
And when I get to casting level 4 spells, I can cast it on.
There's still some d8s.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know. Somewhere. There it is.
Fuck that. 8, 1, and a 2. Yeah.
It's guaranteed damage, and that's always good.
These dice are just doing the trick.
See, that reminds
Right?
me of
Yeah, yours, the ones I borrowed were the 1 and the 2.
Yeah, these are Beverly's. Use Beverly's dice. You're better at them. Okay.
So 11, so
Can you attach string to the fan so that it looks as if I'm flying, please? Because I'm flying. Is there some sort of marker?
I don't know about that.
No, that looks good. I like that.
I like that. That's perfect.
There we go.
wow.
That fits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put it actually with a cape on.
So you're hovering above it?
Yeah, I'm probably, I want to say 20 feet up in the air above them.
Okay. So, and you did 11 damage was
Yeah.
how much you had? And so 2 of them fail and 1 of them succeeded. Is it half damage?
Yeah.
Alright, so you...
2 of them failed though? That's good.
Final Fantasy 7. Battle music.
Mm-hmm. The bosses.
It's just on that ambient sounds though, so they hit themselves. Okay, so this one, sorry, I need to see who it is. 11.
I cast my limit break.
You hit the closest one?
I got all 3 of them.
All 3.
Oh,
Because it's like a 20-foot radius.
right, nice.
Okay, is anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
No. I don't think I do that. That's the extent of my abilities.
It's rock solid. I'm gonna schlimp on. I'm gonna schlimp this way and just fly up away from the crowd. And I'm going to the nearest one there. I'm going to Eldritch Blast with both of them.
Okay.
My fairy dragon's on 17 too, so it would be after dark, just in case.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got a natural 1 and an 8. But 8 plus 6 is 14
To hit the so 2 hit,
to hit.
it misses.
Okay. So I fly over here and I look at the D12 there and I shoot 2 shimmering, shining rainbows and I say, "Oh, I forgot to roll my fairy dragon's initiation.
Uh-huh.
Oops." My mind was somewhere else.
Okay.
Poor dragon.
And so then it's Watney?
To me. Cool. So, I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the one closest to me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna draw the longbow, and I'm gonna whisper, "Aim small, miss small," and shoot right for the gullet. 16 to hit.
16 misses. Yeah. I'm surprised.
Sturdy ladies.
Right?
Shit. What did you say? I'm small and then
Aim
what?
small, miss small.
What's that from?
I'll tell you if you want, but I feel like you'll get it if you just let it.
Alright, yeah, I'll be married on
Roast on that one if you want.
Anything else then? So you use your bonus and then that. Okay,
Yeah.
So then it is on to them. No, Fairy Dragon.
Stays in hat.
Okay.
Currently stays in hat.
D12 is gonna go. It's gonna come up.
Oh.
I think it's gonna come up here.
Yeah, of
This
course.
is right
Yeah, that's me.
And she's going to try and what is this? She tries to claw. Yeah, claw. She claws at you with her gangly, gross, lumpy hands.
Oh, they're lumpy?
Yeah,
Ugh.
like warded.
No, thank you.
And she hits you. And
What's that thing when you get? What is it when your fingers swell up with pus? When you want? Is it like a condition?
Gout?
Yeah. It's like gout. That's how I'm imagining her hands.
10 slashing.
Oh, that's
You just
fucking
took,
awesome.
You just took 10 of the grossest damage.
Do you have any lemons?
I can use.
Can I have some?
Sure. Beverly will find it for you now. Thank you, Beverly.
Where is it?
In there.
Do we still have lemon? We have lime.
We have lime. I thought we had lemon juice.
Oh, we do. Not much.
Thank you.
We also
No,
have
there's a
lemon.
bigger bottle of
That's
lemon
okay.
juice
This will
in
take
there.
my breath.
We have to switch it.
If he's gonna use the rest of that bottle as water, I would feel bad for his like taste buds. So if you were to use the rest of whatever's in that bottle in that one bottle of water,
Oh.
it'd be a lot.
Squeeze the whole thing in there.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna need that lime too.
Yeah.
Who just went?
The D12.
First.
Okay, so D10 is gonna. How high up are you?
20 feet.
Didn't you say you flew up from 20 feet too? You said you flew over here and flew up a little higher than Elder last.
25 feet. Go with that.
Me and you are kind of like next to each other, aren't we? Like we're in the boats.
Yeah.
She's going to cast. She shoots out this sickening ray at you.
Sick.
It's getting
It just-
poison and the gross
The
stuff.
sick ray.
It's a ray, but like when you look into it, it just kind of looks like vomit.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Black.
it's still like somehow light, but when you look at it, inside it's liquid
That's not
and chunky.
You go ahead and take 7 poison damage and make a Constitution save.
So the orange one is my con save for that. The Cthulhu one is my con save for concentration. So I lose concentration and I fail the check. I assume a 9 failed?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for validating my assumption.
So you're poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Poison till the end of my next
Because
turn and I
it's
fall
just-
out of the sky.
it's just
so that's
as if-
good.
Poison is just disadvantage on your.
It's like a whole thing. I've got the paper right here. I'll worry about it. You just worry about how to punish me for drowning.
I don't think you're paralyzed.
No, I'm poisoned. I have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, but your concentration is
so-
flying.
So I would have had disadvantage on that concentration check as well, so that's good.
But your concentration was for you to continue flying? Is that
Yeah.
what it was? Okay, so you've fallen into the water.
Uh-huh.
So you can still swim, potentially.
You know I'm not a strong swimmer.
This is gonna be fun.
How much damage did I take? I'm sorry.
You took 7 poison.
Mm-hmm. That's a good, super good number. 7. And then the con was just 2 be poisoned.
Yeah.
No extra damage. Okay. Let's keep cruising, gents. I think there's another one that's going to shoot me as I flail wildly in the water.
I've got a plan.
Okay.
I do.
I'm currently gargling on shit water, so I can't. Why did I fly? Why did I use this godforsaken dice tower? It's mad at me for not gluing it all the way.
Let's have Banyan.
Sorry, baby. Get out of my way.
It also hits you with its claws, Banyan.
Okay.
Realize how powerful these attacks are. Or 4 slashing. And they all cackle together in unison.
Lame.
At the same time?
Yeah.
That's
It's
so
like synchronized, as if they've been practicing this.
lame.
Alright, so go ahead, Arrow.
Alright, that D12 lady's close to me, and I'm pissed. I'm gonna kick her. Martial arts style. I don't normally kick, but I'm in a kicking mood today. Kicks coming out, and that's a good old 12
To hit.
to hit.
Misses.
I'm gonna swing again because that's what you do when you're a monk, and that's a 17,
Yes, that hits.
and then that's a 7. Smack them.
7 damage.
Yeah, bonus action.
Who are you hitting? The
It's to a D12.
12? Okay, go ahead.
Tell me if you're gonna allow me to do this. The rope that I still have left that I took before. You gave me 50 feet of it. I didn't use all of
Right, yeah, sure.
Wouldn't think so.
it. Right. Why would I do that? I'd say I probably got 35 feet left.
You probably have your own too.
Yeah, probably
It's an
do.
adventure.
Yeah, I guess that's
Most
true.
packs.
Yeah, most packs. I guess I do. You're right. I actually do have 50 feet of hemp rope that I can also use.
But we'll say you have 35 feet left of this other one that you stole.
right, that I stole. But I'm gonna use the 50 foot because why not?
Save the green.
I'm gonna make a quick loop around one of my billiard balls and use the weight of that to toss it to good old Schlimp over here. And that's like, what, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30 feet. Get all the way to him in the water.
Beans him
Okay.
in the
You're
head.
just trying to, yeah,
I'm trying to get the rope all the way to Schlimp.
sure, go
What's
ahead.
what's a square?
5 feet. Diagonals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do 5 feet diagonal.
What do you want me to modify?
Dex is fine.
Yeah, 13.
And you're
I'm just throwing him a rope.
to
To
hit.
Schlimples.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's like a couple. The water's kind of, especially him splashing around,
Yeah.
so it doesn't make it like all the way. So it's about like a foot or so away from him. But yeah. So it's floating on the water at this point.
Float on water. Bum, bum, bum. I hope I don't die because I could have used dodge, but instead I did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Appreciate it.
That was Arrow, then Banyan.
Yeah. So there's two right next to us,
Yes.
so I can melee attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and attack him. I draw my rapier and my short sword.
Hell yeah.
+1 short sword, and I have flourishes like that I can do. I can't remember what they do. Should look that up. I'm sorry.
You want to look that up first? While you're doing it? If so, we'll let Todd. We'll go while you look it up and come back to you. If that's okay.
I'm Squinch back, Adeline. Hello?
You're-
Hello, I'm drowning here!
If you, I don't know what the swimming stuff is, but you could just make a Constitution check to see if you stay afloat.
Sure. 18!
Hey!
Yes, you are small and not very dense on the inside, so you float pretty easily.
Thank you.
Hollow
Not
character.
a lot of people tell me that I'm not dense. So there's this rope just yonder, right? I'm gonna just limp on over this 5 feet, grab the rope, And then I'm going to, I have my hand crossbow, as I have it at all times, and I'm going to squint that out, and I'm going to shoot it at the D6 there.
Okay, the one at the front of Banyan, right?
Yes.
And I would say if you're swimming in water, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I'd say it's probably like a difficult terrain, so it'd be double movement, or half speed, I mean.
Yeah, I think it's like if you have 25, you have 15 feet of swim, or something like that. Like it's usually half.
Yeah.
Halved.
Elves.
Yeah. Okay, so. And then I just, hang on, I'm just gonna hang on to the rope, because it's keeping me up, but I don't want to get any closer to him. I don't want to get too, like, bottlenecked up over there.
Sure, okay. So, are you ready, Banyan?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. I figured out how it works. So I'm gonna attack with the rapier and the short sword to the one nearest.
Yeah, D6.
The D6.
Okay.
So I have to roll for
2 hit with
both
this.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
The D20 for twice. Wow, rapier is a 2 plus. This probably doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't.
27. Plus 27. That's your bottom line.
I quickly gulp the magic bottle that I have in my sleeve.
And that's a 16 plus. What do I add for my?
You add your
Dexterity?
proficiency and dexterity, which is 5, and then another one, so you add 6 total.
I had 6.
Mm-hmm.
How do I? Where does it say that?
Right down here for your other ones, it says plus 5,
nice.
and then because it's a +1 short sword, it'd be +6.
Nice. Yeah, 22.
Yes, that hits.
Yes.
All right, 1d6.
17 hits. So I think that's the lowest I've rolled
We
to
know.
hit.
22.
I thought it was 16. Do you guys go Ty goes to the attacker or Ty goes to the...
Or
9.
Meet or beat. So who?
Meet or beat, okay.
Yeah.
That was just the
5?
lowest I remember rolling.
So 9.
17.
So 9 total.
What was it?
9 damage.
Damage total. Choose a d6.
I think
Yep.
it's...
Okay.
No, it must be 17. Because I rolled a 16.
That was
Yeah,
Banyan,
it's-
Schlitt, Watney.
Alright, cool. So I'm going to aim at the same one before that I cast it. I think this is the first one,
Yeah,
right?
I
The
think
D12.
so.
Draw my arrow,
Yeah.
aiming right for that same spot. 16.
So close. Alright.
You know you're so close.
Go ahead. Fairy dragon.
At this point,
It's still
the
there.
fairy dragon comes out of my hat. I don't need this. And he's gonna come over here, and he's going to help Banyan attack this D6.
Okay, we need to give it to Watney.
He'll get there.
Alright.
Can't keep rolling 12s,
So
right?
he is helping Banyan for his next turn. The D12 is. Do I have a D12?
Mm-hmm. It's in front of
way-
arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the D12's in front of me.
Okay. She is going to
High dex.
go back toward Watney, who's trying to attack her, and also do a ray of sickness at you.
That's the vomit one.
Looks like chunky vomit.
But it's still
She
light.
Very much missed. So you are a-okay.
Untouchable.
She but the others get in the way, just kind of, she didn't know where to aim, and then it just kind of splatters everywhere. You see like this gross, icky ooze. It looks like it's similar from the water, like as if they had some sort of power up from the water, or like using that energy themselves. However, she misses. So the D10 is going to go, where is he at? She's gonna, let me see here.
You think this is one of those vampire situations where some of the plant people, they got used to the water, like sucking the vampire's own blood turned them into those crazy vampires. Maybe sucking the bad water turned these flower people into like crazy magic
But like not.
hags.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, what caused the bad water?
I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. So, postulating.
Let's pin this for now.
Let's table this discussion. I'm drowning.
Oh, I guess I did the lightning bolt one wrong. I thought it was a spell attack, but it was actually a saving throw. But that makes sense.
You don't lie.
Yeah, 'cause that's why I was like, how does it work if I'm surrounded? But it has to be like, so she's going to do a lightning bolt. So Banyan and Watney, go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
Ah. I did it.
Ooh. 5 plus 8. 3. Or plus 3, 8.
8 plus 4, or 4 plus 4, so 8.
You're proficient in them too, so you get +5 for your saving throws.
So 10.
So 10. Which is...
What was it? What'd you have?
8.
8 and 10. Okay, so you both fail. And
Such a harsh word to use.
sorry about that. You both are the opposite of succeeding.
We stumbled, and we now have an opportunity to stand back up.
Always look at them with
Good way to
grace,
look at it,
Watney.
You might not be standing after this, though.
Wow. Dark. At least you're not drowning. I'm like,
I rolled the same. I rolled 3 at a time, and I rolled both, like all of it the same thing.
Why are you rolling more dice? There's plenty of dice that you rolled in the first one.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take 18.
Ooh!
each?
Yeah,
That was,
Wow.
Because they both...
lightning damage.
Because they both opposite have succeeded. They
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna die.
13.
If she's close enough, you can just also punch her 4 times.
I actually could punch her 4 times.
Yeah.
Give her the old 1, 2, 3, 4
The
punch.
D6 is gonna go now. Who's in front of Banyan?
Yeah.
Mm.
And she misses.
Man, you lucky.
Alright, go back up to the top to Arrow.
You reel from getting hit by the
Now I'm tired of the foot. I'm tired of playing footsie with these guys, so I'm punching again. Bring fists, Walter T. Airedale and Kevin McAllister,
Bring pain arrow.
and then that's a 22.
Yeah.
22?
The bitch lightning bolted me.
That's a punch to the gullet. That's what it
Immediately
is.
beside him, like,
Where's,
come on!
yeah, there's the first one. That's 10 damage,
Maxed it.
max
Who
damage.
was this to again?
The D12.
Okay.
So that's the first one. Second monk punch. 18
Yes.
plus, yeah. The 6. Immediately after my attack, I will use my key point to use Flurry of Blows.
This is still to the same one,
Same one.
and that was the second. After this attack, you're going again.
Right. My
Well, as you do that, you do that second punch at her though, and as you do, you punch straight through, like the seaweed just like splashes away from her and out off of her hair. She's bald now underneath it. This punch just kind of sends her slow motion down into the water, and she kind of starts to dissolve into this.
It was a wig?
No, but
Oh.
you just punch the seaweed hair off. of it.
She weaved?
She seaweaved.
Everything you punch explodes.
It's more dramatic that way.
and then turning around quickly, D6. How does she look in my eyes? I'm almost
Ugly.
in what? Ugly. Okay. that's
So
right.
probably, I don't know. You like Sarah Lynn, they don't look the same.
Okay. I'm gonna.
But sturdy.
Do I have to use the key point to dodge? I think I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
18 damage was a lot of damage.
You didn't take that, did you?
No, I know, but I'm
This
just
is
saying
bullshit.
that like the possibility of taking it is not pleasant to me. I don't care. I'm gonna go punches out, use my key point. I'm gonna punch her with flurry of blows. I get another 2 punches. First one for that's 19.
Yes.
7 damage with that one. Second punch is not gonna hit.
How many damage? 7?
7.
To the D6?
D6.
Okay. Is that everything?
That is everything.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
Next.
No, wait. Hold on. I forgot.
There's so many.
Can I because I can eat. So if I connect with flurry of blows, I can use another key point to use my open hand technique to give you so dex save or you're prone.
You're using a key point for her
Yeah.
to make a dex save? Or
Yes. So I can use another of my key, of which I have 4 left. So now I have 3 if I were to use this.
You know,
And because I connected with my flurry of blows, you need to make a dex save. Dex save. It's not
Wait,
Okay,
open
what's the
hand or
DC?
something like that?
Oh god. I don't even know.
What's your?
I know that fucking Ip Man on our team.
Where is it?
I think that's
What do
what
you-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
That should be plus. That should be 14.
14. Either way, she fails. So she's not prone, right?
Prone!
So she falls down, she splashes. She's actually, like the water is still kind of keeping her up above it though, so it's as if she
Yeah,
has like a
right.
ring of
She's
water walking.
Floating.
But I have shown that this is very clearly actual water, but they're just magically hovering above it.
Oh yeah, yeah. And are you still in the water?
Yes.
He's holding onto a rope.
I have a rope.
Yeah. After being in it for a while, I'll go ahead and take 1 poison damage.
1. Okay. Let me gross this guy.
You're just covered. Just you're vomiting into the water too, as it's vomiting into you. Sorry, was you done that? So she's on the ground.
Yeah, she's
So Banyan.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna try and finish off this D6 here.
You have advantage.
You attack with advantage.
Oh hell yeah!
All right.
So the
fairy
fairy
dragon.
dragon.
Oh, and because she's prone.
And she's brown. Got double attack.
So
That doesn't double though.
Two of them take the
Gets
highest
advantage,
number.
not
Two of them take the highest
from
number.
fairy dragon help.
and I'd have to do this twice because
Yep.
I have 2 weapons. Okay. Rapier first. 10 and a shit. So I had my
Whatever your attack, 5.
Plus 5.
15 and 11.
16. Damn.
I can't tell if this is a 9 or this is a 9. So yeah, 15 and 14.
Okay, so both those miss.
All right.
So then your
Short
dagger.
sword. Fuck. Nope. I got 16. 16 with the. Yeah, 16.
16. With a plus,
So
with a
you're
plus
just
1
so
short sword.
close,
You got to
both of
16.
you. Alright. Anything else then, Banyan?
No, I can't do anything else. I got, yeah. No, I have to. I guess I could do a bardic inspiration, but. No, I'm good.
Glimp then? Go ahead.
It's feasible to me, I seem to believe, to cast Eldritch Blast in my current state, because
You just need the wand.
I have my cane in my hand and I'm holding on with my other hand.
You cast it from under the water.
I'm just,
Just bubbles.
holding it, kind of one of these angles, as I'm holding onto a rope. Like, that's reasonable, right?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
You can do that.
The kickback blows the wand out of me.
I was casting on the D6. Oh, I have advantage on that then. No, range attacks have disadvantage, correct? Okay, so with my disadvantage, the first one misses with a 2. My second one misses with a 3, though.
Alright. Getting better. Wow.
Fuck me. Fucking suck at this battle.
Which,
okay.
which is weird, because
We
you are
reached
in the water.
results.
You are, like, at level with her, kind of, but I guess they're in the water.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
that's crazy. You should have advantage on this.
I could have come at the DM, but
Or just swim up. But it's already happened.
it's already gone.
Fairy dragon.
Pretty
Fairy
close to
Dragon
it.
maintains his grasp of helpership.
I'm helping Banyan still.
Helping Banyan with that T6, yes.
I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Alright.
Sorry to fail you.
D10 is gonna go again.
At who?
She's gonna up to you and claw at you.
Easy target.
Yeah, she does.
She misses.
Aha! I keep dropping shit.
Yeah.
Watch out for that grate or the vent behind you. So the D6 is going to go after Arrow this time after all those blows and also misses me.
Yeah,
No one
you
can
can
hit anyone
take it.
now.
It's just like the water is like,
Have you taken
no,
have you
boats.
taken
the
any-
boats are rocking.
Yeah, I took 18 damage. Yeah. Hell
As
of a
did I.
lightning round.
Really was. Okay, so she went and then back up to Arrow.
No, I think I got missed there.
Oh, did I? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, you should.
why?
Alright, so when the first one died, my hunter's mark just gets to go to a
You
new
can
person.
select two.
So I'm gonna go to the one,
Nice.
Burn Scrape.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot an arrow, aiming, same right for the jugular. Aim
Gotta
small,
aim
miss small. Oh, mother of God.
You should really give him advantage.
I really didn't think, like, the odds are fine.
Okay. So if I can move that. Okay. So it is back up to Arrow now. One of these
Did
days,
the D6
it's-
get back up?
She had been able to stand. Yeah.
I was just making sure. I can really. I'm gonna punch that D6. Punch her in the face because she's being mean. I don't like it. 8, yeah, 23.
You just need these rolls.
Seriously.
23.
Boy.
Yeah, 20 is
Yeah.
the 6 damage to hit it first punch, second punch, no hits. 21. That's 10. Give me that 10. Anything happen? She's still alive.
She's still hanging in there.
I'm gonna use key point, bring me down to 2 to flurry of blows. 2 more punches. First one is 15, misses. Second one is lower than that. Too bad.
Fooey.
I just needed to get one. I needed to get one.
Yeah.
All right, Banyan.
I'm gonna see if this advantage will
Hold out.
It's happening.
Do you want to borrow this die?
It's working for
It's
him.
working for me.
rolling for the rapier. Nice. 18 plus 5, 23.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
And then the should I do the damage now or do both my
Do the damage for the first one first.
D8? Where you at? Where you at?
6 seconds.
Yeah. Fuck me. 4. 1 plus 3. 4 damage. And then 15 plus 5, 20.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Alright, 21. Need D6. I think that's it.
Yeah. So. It's hard to see.
Booyah! 9.
Yeah.
Nice. 9 damage.
Sick.
And on a hit, I can do a bardic inspiration to do some extra damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Which is 1d6 for a slashing flourish.
That's cool.
3 more.
All right. With that flourish.
Boom!
Yeah?
You
Yeah!
Civil slasher. Again, the seaweed hair just flies everywhere. All right, come on, Watney. You can hit this.
Alright.
Is
Is it my turn already?
It's Schlips.
You just need to get
So,
this
It's
hang
Cliff's
on.
turn right now.
I'm just gonna warm it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, warm up in the body.
But it's just a tough to Watney
Good.
can hit this.
Good.
I can also transfer that damage to someone. I think they have to be within 5 feet of me, though. So I don't think I could also get.
Okay, if it has to be that close. Yeah, I would say that if it were next to it, you could like hit someone else, but
Yeah, the bardic inspiration. For the slashing one, it's add it to the one I attacked, and then one other one. Yeah, I don't think I can do it.
I'm gonna use my little walking stick, my little teeny tiny little baby goblin walking stick, and just try to smack her right in like her ankle.
So you're swimming up to her and just trying to whack at
And
her.
she's swimming,
She's right
she's
next to
right
him.
above me.
Yeah.
I'm just treading water. He's a 9. Well, that's not enough.
Anything else? Maybe you should have Fairy Dragon assist either of you. Bane's starting to do well.
No, I'm chilling. I'm good.
Alright,
Well, I ain't dead yet.
All right.
Not yet.
I take a breath, try to compose myself. I'm a little shocked at how badly I've been doing, and I unleash another arrow at the gullet
To be fair,
of.
you've got 2 people in front of you. You're trying to like avoid them.
My standards are high.
The bones are rocking.
There we go.
Oh,
That
that's
shit
it.
Oh, and he breathes life into it.
So what's your max damage? It's a
So
D8
for-
plus a D6, right?
Yeah, D8 plus
Okay.
a D6.
So
Holy
what we
shit.
do is max damage plus a die roll. So that would be 8 plus 6 is 14, and then roll another D8.
Do it.
2.
16 damage.
Worth it.
Nice. Alright, that looks like that took a big chunk out of her, so that pierces her. Like you stand, you take a deep breath, and then open your eyes, and you just feel like the calmness wash over you, and you let it pierce, and it pierces like straight into her shoulder there. It like kind of pushes her back slightly, and she leans forward, but it kind of also like the what she's made out of also kind of absorbs over, and it kind of see this like algae grow over top of the arrow that's just kind of stuck in here.
Take that, scum!
She is
She's
literally
pond
being
scum.
made out of scum.
Pond scum?
She's pond scum. She's so gross. They're just the grossest. I'm
But-
glad to exploded.
That nat 20 did do a great deal of damage to her.
Woo!
Alright. Fairy dragon.
D&D's
My,
fine.
my attack is punch, but the damage type is also punching.
Yes.
Are you thinking?
Fairy dragon flies back inside my hat.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of like pulling on my top fur to keep me afloat.
That was a toupee this whole
Okay.
time.
Just like
It's the one part about Schlimp that's real.
Come at me. Come at me. You ain't got it.
so she's
You got
going to
nothing.
claw at you again.
Yeah,
And what is it? 18 plus 6. She does hit you.
fine.
I don't even care.
I don't know.
How much damage have you taken so far?
Enough.
Take 11.
Go ahead and take 6 slashing damage more.
I'll take 6
Oh.
more.
Sorry. I messed it up. 8.
Okay, I'll take 8 more. And then I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke all over it.
Okay. What is it? Dex?
Probably. I think it's a strength saving throw. It is a dexterity saving throw.
I remember making all these saves. And what's the spell save? 14? Oh, it doesn't matter. She fails.
Yeah.
I had to look and see
I
what-
rebuke thee.
What is
I'm
your
gonna
dex?
rebuke her. Hot potato! Okay, that's 2. So 9 and 8 is 17, plus 2 is 19, plus 6 is 25.
25 damage?
She takes 25 damage.
Holy moly.
And I call her super. It's so gross! Get off of me! Get off!
That's what it is. That's how you damage her, just with your voice.
Vanquish.
That's what I say
Wow.
as I say that an eruption.
Yeah.
Glitter and
Glitter and rainbows are sparkling everywhere as this
butterflies
rebuke
all over her
happens back
stupid
here.
face.
I've never
you
seen
see-
him explode like that.
Yeah, you just see her, she just, and she like puffs up and explodes out of this. And you just see like glitter coming out of her mouth and rainbows jutting out like out of the seaweed. And she just kind of dissolves into the water as well.
It's so gross!
Get
Somebody reel me in!
Get back
I'm
up
so gross!
I'm pulling him up.
I am
I'm
so-
pulling the rope in. Just pulling it in. Pulling that
Go
rope.
ahead, take another 2 poison.
Ah, man.
I'm pulling the rope though.
Yeah, so you're
Hold it. I take all the sorts of gross
the
damage.
worst
The
thing.
speed that you're just pulling is making it just fly.
So as you
Well, slower!
you get back into the boat and like that you're okay on there. But you do notice like the fog kind of clears out, but the water doesn't actually seem to be clearing now.
That's cool.
And if you guys can go ahead and make an investigation check if you want to see what's going on.
Too, and I'm gonna ask my fairy dragon to have a quick look about as well.
I have one mush vial from last campaign. May I take it?
Yeah.
It was a healthy one. It was a health one. You remember what going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
How much can I get back?
It'll do what was it? Did we use that before?
Yeah, we. I don't remember what.
I don't remember what it was.
I'll say a D 8.
D8 straight up.
6.
Okay, and what was your investigation?
I got like 6.
13.
The fairy dragon got 17.
13, 17? Okay. So what you can make from it, and probably through like your nature too, that these were green hags, and that they might have been more drawn to this murky water and stuff, that they liked the poison and they liked it all, but they probably weren't the ones who caused it. They were just kind of there because they enjoyed it. They fed off of it rather than the plants.
I knew it. Backwards plant people. Had to be.
Every time.
I take the vial that used to contain the mush and I fill it with the water. Plug it back up, put it in my bag.
You take that.
I
okay.
take the poison water and now I label it poison water vial. Remember
okay.
that. I'm gonna
So-
poison somebody later.
And it's hard to see.
Have a nice drink.
You're about like in the middle of the water there too, and it's hard, but it seems like this area is it kind of has like a brighter, like a vibrance to the murkiness compared to the rest of the area.
It's further murky.
Yeah, like where it's kind of like this greenish brown color though. Like it seems like it's a brighter color. Like it is murky, but it seems kind of like somewhat radioactive sort of looking.
Okay. I'll swim.
Wait, hold on.
I'll swim deeper.
No, wait. I throw a billiard ball into there. I
Okay.
have 6 left.
I'm gonna let him do that
I'm
first.
gonna get all of these gone. I don't need them anymore.
You've used everyone to such great effectiveness.
That's
Yeah.
actually true. But I want to see I'm gonna see if the streak continues. I'm throwing it into the radioactivity.
I've noticed this, so you've been dropping a lot of stuff here, but that's the same spot where Reed sat, where he kept dropping everything to. Maybe it's just this area.
I think so.
Could you want to tilt?
Oh yeah, for sure. Floors are not even.
Yeah.
Okay, so you drop the
Social
ball
media.
down there. It's hard to see. Like it is. You can kind of just in like within the first foot of water, you can like see it and it just disappears into this murk. But it does sink completely. You can kind of, because of how bright it is, you can kind of see like the darkness of the figure itself, like kind of fall down and sink down. But you don't really know what happened to it.
Yeah. All right. I was expecting something to come up and try to do something. Whatever.
Good thing it didn't. Squibs in there.
I thought I was pulling them up.
Yeah, no, I've been pulled up.
No, I meant before. Like
Pulled
on
up
the
to
map.
the boat. I'm gonna say ah. Ah. And I just use prestidigitation to get all that bullshit off of me. Ugh! I don't like the way this water feels in my fur. But okay. And I tie the rope around my waist and jump off the side and try to swim in and hopefully, maybe my dark vision, maybe I can see through the murk. I don't know. I'm going for it.
Okay.
Mouth agape. I jump into this water.
Just have this
Ah!
Chewing it.
I'm slipping here.
Alright, so you make it down. It's about like 20 feet deep in there. You can make it to the bottom. So it's not super deep, but and you take 2 poison damage. You jumped in with your mouth wide open, though. You've got some of this poisonous
People
water
need to
in
know that
there.
I was schlimping and where, in fact, I was schlimping.
It's kind.
Shit was here.
It's still pretty dark though, and because it's like it's kind of hard to see anything around you. It's so murky. Anything else that you'd like to do while down there?
I just really want to just pat around with my hand, poke it and stuff, and then swing back up. It's probably
Under your hat?
my hat fell off as I jumped in, and it was just flying, holding the hat above me.
Okay. There's nothing that that you can do as far as to be able to see better.
In the water, I'll pop off an Eldritch Blast while I'm down here. You know, they come out in rainbows. Maybe I can see some.
Cast fly on the water.
Cast fly on the water.
Just floats.
Okay. As you cast Eldritch Blast, like a rainbow shoots out. In which direction? Upward. Like, oh.
I kind of wanted to just like straight down, just to like kind of hope, because I'm at the bottom, right? So I'm hoping to like hit and kind of
Okay.
sugar bomb, and then I'll be able to see a bit for a second.
Sure. So you shoot it down. The light kind of like spreads outward just for a brief second, and you can see like a bunch of the plants and other algae and things too that are growing, especially in this murky water, like anything. And you see other animals kind of that are dead under there too that haven't been able to survive in this murky water, and other ones that look sickly. But you do see this bright green glowing, what looks like some sort of mushroom that's pretty large, about like a foot big, and it's maybe a foot wide too. But it looks like it kind of has like roots down on the ground there, and it seems to be like emitting kind of like spores out into the water. And it's about like 10 feet from you. You are not unable to sigh while underwater.
I touch it and try to yank it out.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Before touching it, seeing this, and obviously reacting very quickly because I'm under the water and I can't breathe forever, I realize I'm going to have to pull this mushroom up. I take out of my backpack my crowbar. I'm trying to pry underneath the mushroom to get it up.
So instead of touching it, you're taking out the crowbar?
I still touch it for sure. that definitely happened. But then I'm going to try to pry it up, not just ream on it, because I'm not strong that way. I got an 18 plus whatever.
Alright, so you touched it first and your crowbar?
For sure I touched it.
Okay.
Definitely touched it.
Definitely. Let's get that out.
No mistake.
Go ahead.
Not 15.
Take 10. 10 poison damage. So as you touch it, it kind of like grows on you. Like it's not permanent, but it just kind of like leeches onto you with like this
Good.
gross. I don't know what this noise is. But like mold or like algae and stuff is like kind of on your arm, but you are able to like yank it out, and you can just see more of it like spreading out as you pull it out, just like the spores coming out from like the physical movement of it. But after you pull it out, it does seem to kind of start to wither immediately once it's out of the ground at the bottom.
I crowbarred it out though?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It does not let me down.
No, never. I don't think you've used that once and it hasn't worked. Maybe once.
I think it hasn't worked a couple of
really
times, but then I immediately tried again and it worked
Yeah.
to a T. So
I think it's because you're just going at it the wrong angle. You're too excited the first
you gotta
time.
find leverage when
It
you
was
use
just in the
sword like that.
trees earlier where
I couldn't get the wagon up last time either.
but yes, you are able to dig it out with your crowbar. You probably are coming. It's been a couple of minutes. And what's your constitution?
16.
A 3. So you're on your breath for like 3 minutes, I think it is.
Okay.
So you're straight. It's getting difficult.
I gotta bring it with me.
Yeah.
Hook it with the bar. And
So
pull it up with you.
Is it when I touched it? Did it feel soft enough that I could just pop my crowbar in there to get a good, or is it kind of dense?
It's a shroom, dog.
Yeah, like it's soft, but this is
It's not
actually
worth.
kind
It's
of
not worth. I need it intact, so I'm just gonna hug onto it
Yeah.
and start
it's
kicking
starting
my
to
way.
like float up to you just with how.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like kicking, just try.
You've got that rope on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you
So-
just tug on the
Give
rope?
it a tug.
Because we didn't establish a system before. Okay, I'm gonna tug on the
And
rope.
try it.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
the
god,
signal.
there's a
Figure
thing.
it out.
Guys, we didn't talk about this, but maybe I think.
What
we
could it
should
be?
pull up.
What could it
Let's
be?
pull 'em up.
What's he doing? Why is this
Why is
rope
the rope
moving?
moving so much?
I think a fish got him.
Oh, dude, a fish! I'm hungry. Let's pull it up, and we pull it up as quickly as possible.
He's gonna eat me.
Once it's out of the water, as you're like holding it up and or you're like, getting into the boat, whatever you're doing, you can see
Schlimping.
Schlimping.
that like slowly that the from the center to like the water is starting to like clear up and into it's like more beautiful and like a bluish tint to it.
And it's the mushrooms. It's still like it's definitely worse, but it's still like intact.
The mushroom is pulled out like it is still like intact in itself though, and it's still kind of it's like this bright slimy green and like the algae and stuff is kind of
Okay. Yeah. As soon as they pull me up and I like come up, I just like take it and just like don't touch this. Throw it on top of the boat. I'm clamping it. Somebody clip me into the boat.
I grabbed
We
it.
schlimp him in.
Slip him in.
Each grab one armpit.
We start. It's clear. The water's clearing up.
It
We
is.
start rowing back to the shore.
You did it.
I'm slipping here.
Wait till you tell Sarah what you did.
Oh, Sarah.
So as you guys get back, the fog isn't very thick now. And it started clearing up earlier, and like when you get closer to shore, you see like the water's already like pretty clear at the edge, and you see the Alrana. They're looking at much pep. They already kind of have like they're less wilty. They're kind of celebrating and looking more joyous, and you can see like the fountains that are coming from the ground too, like the spouts that are like flowing much stronger now, and that they're kind of like standing all in there, like dancing around it and just really celebrating.
Yeah, we just fixed your water. Don't worry about it.
As you guys make your way to the back and dock, they like come up to you and thank you, and they're like, "Wow, we're so grateful. Thank you. We don't know what we do. We normally don't like visitors, but you've been very helpful." Or why are there holes in our boats?
Battle.
Important for the mission.
I think those were there
Super boat.
when you grabbed them.
Schlimp, settle down. You've had a lot of poison.
And then they look in the boat and they see that mushroom and they just kind of gasp and oh my, I haven't seen it before. And you see an older one come walking up to it, or slithering up with his roots, and he looks at it and just kind of nods. You see like he is like kind of wrinkled. His flowers are like old, not wilted, but they just look old. And he says, "I haven't seen one of these in a long time. The muscarin mushroom. Very poisonous."
What?
How did it
You knew what it was?
We're not sure what causes the growth, but it seems to come every once in 100 years.
Get a calendar. you get a calendar. I'm gonna walk over, just like crawl over to one of these fresh, clean fountains and lie next to it, and just slowly like.
As it kind of in doing that, you do kind of feel like some sort of like mystical presence in the water. Like it's not necessarily like healing you greatly, but like you do just kind of feel more refreshed.
Somebody put a god in the water.
Yeah, so then everyone's thanking you and like welcoming you in, asking you if you would like to stay and to celebrate with them.
Oh, we'd love to stay and celebrate, but my
Dinner.
friend here,
We've got dinner, we have berries,
but he's
and other
dying.
plants, and
You eat plants?
Can we, do you guys have like,
it's the way of the world.
you guys have medicine that works on people?
You can try. We have never seen one of your kind. We don't believe, but please come, we'll help you.
Crazy world.
You want me to stand in a bowl?
And they bring like a little bowl of berries to you. They're like multicolored. They're bright and but they look kind of like blueberry shaped, but just different colors though. And they just like say like here, go ahead and eat some.
They brought me a bowl full of oops all berries.
Oops, all berries.
Captain Crunch oops all berries. Alright.
Go ahead and roll a D10.
3.
Well, you do feel a lot better. You heal 3 points, but like overall, you don't feel sick. Like the nausea has faded.
I'm sorry if people thought my accent had gone away. I was just under the weather. This is not a fake accent. So, everything is fine, and I feel better now. So, tell me about this muscarine fungus mushroom.
He said, it's the first time I've seen it grow in the water before.
May I clip it?
Oh, what?
May I climp it?
Yeah, you better let him. He's
Say
gonna
yes,
splint
he's
it whether
gonna-
you say
yeah.
yes or not.
Sure.
That's right.
Thank you. Go over and just start like chopping it up. Putting it in
The
little
spores
bags.
kind of like come out as you're chopping it. It's like,
And I just put it in little pouches, little baggies, and bring it with me.
okay.
Oh man.
How many baggies do I end up with? How many little?
How big are your baggies?
I got a couple of pouches.
Well, you can fit, yeah, whatever pouches you have can probably fit them.
I'll
A few ounces, let's say like 2 pouches, 4 ounces.
Okay, so we'll do 2-ounce pouches of muscat blend. Okay.
I think it would be funny if we end up in some sort of situation where we're cooking for a dignitary and we poison him.
I just hang on to stuff. We'll see what happens.
Whoops, I put
That's exactly what I did.
poison mushrooms
Yeah.
instead of the
I'm
healthy.
yeah, right, I'm a hoarder. Anything I think is interesting, I take.
Excuse me, old man.
Yes, please.
Have you ever seen a puzzle box like this? Show him the puzzle box.
Oh,
It's got a series of numbers and.
my name is Leaf Erickson.
Okay. That's why the boats were there. Now I get it.
Oh,
Really very boat.
yeah.
Full circle.
There are only 2?
I've never seen a puzzle like that before.
Okay.
The other plants are like hanging out and eating their berries and things and stuff too, and asking you like, what brings you here? Like we've never have. Some of them have never even seen other travel just make it through the forest before. That they're very impressed by this.
I yell, hey, give me that puzzle box. I'm gonna try it again.
That's your response to their question. Okay.
Yep.
Like, oh,
Because I was really bothered by it and I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't do anything.
well, that's rude. I guess we're just not going to take our food back.
I'm sorry. Let me split for my friend.
I don't need it. I want that box.
Well, we are adventurous heroes on a magical journey in a foreign land to save the kingdom from my possible king has usurped the situation, and we believe that the corporate key to open up the prophetic gate underneath the castle may be inside the elder tree. And this was kind of just on the way. Ancient tree.
Tree of the
Tree of
ancients.
the ancients.
Oh, you're trying to
It's
get
the
to
one
there?
that's behind the very big one.
I'm still fiddling with
It is the very big one.
Ah. No, that makes more sense. Okay.
It's hard to see, but it's behind that ring. She points like from the earth clearing, past the pond. And on the other side, she says that like there's a ring of like very like even thicker trees that are hard to get through. But she says it's behind that circle of trees.
But we can't just get through those trees.
No, we've never tried. We just stay here in our part of the village, but
You would like to try?
potentially catching one of the will-o-wisps, sorry, I have a stutter sometimes. Catching the will-o-wisps may be able to help you get through
The blue
tree
balls?
branches. I've heard the blue ones don't work.
I'm still fucking with this.
She's not.
The
Frustrating.
will-o-wisps are the ball of lights.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Not the blue balls.
The blue balls.
Those are will-o-wisps, but those ones will not
But
work.
those ones don't work.
What color will work?
I'm not certain. There are a variety of colors. Maybe the white or gold?
What's the old man?
How do we catch one?
Yeah.
In a bottle?
You could try. We've never tried catching. They are undead. They are spirits of the dead, I guess I should say. Yeah. So we've never tried to catch them.
Do you have to eat it?
I'm not certain why you jumped to that conclusion.
No, it's fine. We've got someone that's usually willing to eat things.
But probably.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought I didn't know it would guide us to the. I thought it gave us powers to get to the tree. This is my mistake.
I think
I'm
it
still
probably
honest
does,
mistake.
but I don't know if you have to eat. I don't. Maybe you do. I don't
It's
know.
not working.
I'll ask him.
Yeah, go chat. Let's go chat with the will-o-wisps.
The farther away from like the village area, the two, you can hear those whispers again. The fog is thicker, and then you can see more of the blue balls floating around.
I'm following, but I'm still on this puzzle. I keep forgetting about it. I want to try one more time. What is it with its intelligence, right? 13. It's probably not. Okay. I put it back in Scrump's bag. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm bored with it now.
Yeah. So what do you guys do?
Honestly, I'm running out of steam over here.
I
Oh my god.
I walk up. We're in the
Village.
house just outside the village. Trying to talk to
so it's
Willis.
kind of like back to like where the trees are. It's a little clearing, so there are trees more around it. The trees aren't as thick in this area though, so you are kind of able to walk between the trees.
So I walk up and I give me a moment. And I walk forward, split my way a good 15, 20 feet in front of the crowd, and I go, I'm Sklimp Sparklegleam, and I'm here to talk to you not blue balls.
They don't seem to react, but you
It's
do
like
see
crickets in the background.
you do see a lot of blue ones, and you see a gold one.
Okay, I drop the car on the ground and turn around and say, nothing's gonna work, guys. I'm coming back. Nothing works. I don't know. Nothing works. They're incorrigible.
Well, at least you tried.
Did I? Boy, did I.
I ask how you do you know how to attract them?
To track it,
Attract.
attract them. They usually come the later it gets. It's hard to tell because the light is blocked in here, but they usually come out more in the evening getting later in the day now.
Hmm.
So sometimes they come more into the village, and I feel like they move more slowly at night as well.
Look at your wrist for a second. Does your plant arm
It's a
look fine?
flower on here. I'm like, yeah, we judge by the.
Oh, nice.
It blooms and dies in the same sunrise, sunset.
It closes up at night.
Pretty neat.
Thank you. I'm an Elronic.
So we have to wait until night, you say?
You don't have to. They are still around. They're just they
So it's
come.
better to.
They come closer to in the village.
Yeah, it's not like.
Some of them are already like some of the blue ones are kind of like slowly floating in around the village.
If we short rest and I meditate for 30 minutes, I can get all my key points back. Just saying.
Hearing this information, that maybe nighttime slowly easier, Schlimp just falls face forward. And he's immediately asleep.
I sit next to Shlink meditation.
Sure. So it's been about you guys can hang out like again like they have food and stuff and they're still kind of celebrating and so maybe at least a half hour, maybe an hour. So you guys can rest up.
Can I use one of my? I don't need it. Never mind.
Passed out.
And as you do it, like more are coming in now, so like they are more in the village and getting lower and lower, and that's a lot of the blue ones that are kind of floating around, and they just kind of seem to be, they're sort of lighting up the area more.
Well, isn't this just fancy?
Alright.
Fancy, isn't this fancy?
I'm Schlimp's back.
Okay.
I can heal up during a short rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Use your things.
Can't die.
Yeah, you guys, I think both have, oh no, he has a D8, you have a D10.
D8, 1d8 plus 1d8 / SL.
Oh, you're using cure wounds?
Mm-hmm.
You can just use your hit dice instead.
Oh, okay.
So you have
Oh, true.
4 hit dice, so you can use the D10 if you want to use them all. You might want to use them.
Yeah, I would use 2. That was better. That evened it out again. I would have kept
Did
it.
you have an 8 the second time?
Yeah, it was 181.
You don't want to go for that 4th time?
You have 4 hit die per,
You have it's a hit die per level, so you're level 4.
and then when do you get it back after a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That evened it out again. You did pretty well. All things considered. I might as well just use one of mine too.
So anything that you guys want to do?
No, I'm sleeping for sure.
I go on a walk to try and see how close they'll get to me, and I want to know if they're like ethereal or if they're like material, if they can be touched, if they're like more like that they can go through me.
Okay. Go ahead and so if you're trying to be careful, you're walking slowly,
Yeah.
and you're also like trying to like inspect them. So go ahead and investigate. Actually, go ahead and make it a nature.
Nature.
Was it a 1?
No,
Or
it's a
seven.
No, I
7.
thought it was
Okay.
a 1. I was
9.
like, oof.
Or yeah.
To my ranger, maybe I get an advantage.
Is your what your
True.
proficient? Yeah, I
So
would
much
say
in
that
nature.
you are. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm so you have advantage in checking
It is known.
the
9.
But just by like kind of like flailing around, so like you don't like they're not really getting too close to you because you're at this point you're like trying to look at them, so but
Yeah.
you can tell that they are like more physical if you are able to hit them, but you're kind of startling them at this point while trying to like inspect what they are, but they do seem like a physical enough form that you can catch.
I just try saying, "Will any of you talk to me?"
Go ahead and make a persuasion.
Wow.
Nat 20.
He's
I just
not
gotta
good with-
really
he's
let
not
it
good
fly.
with- He's not good with the wind. But apparently, undead spirits. Great.
Watch out.
A blue one floats down, like, and just, like, right in front of you, and just kind of hovers there for a bit. It doesn't speak, but it does, just kind of hang there.
I say, oh man, thanks for coming down. Does that mean you can understand me?
It, like, floats, and it, like, kind of goes up and down quickly.
Cool. I'm me and my friends. We saved the water today. Did you get to watch?
That's the...
Oh man.
Oh man.
Todd, can you hand me the blue die that's behind that?
It definitely though. We did it. We fixed the water. Now we're trying to get to the Tree of Ancients. Do you know how to get to the Tree of Ancients? Oh, that's great. I bet you're real good at getting there. Would you take me? Oh, wait, come back. Will you take people who are trying to do good in the world there to see the Tree of Ancients?
Whoa.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. It'd be a real big help for us.
It starts like floating away though, and toward the direction what you can see behind there that there is a gold one that's kind of hovering.
Oh, I follow.
So it takes it there, and it's like it kind of goes like gesturing as if it's gesturing toward that gold one. And it tries to go up to it and tries to communicate with it. And the gold one kind of like slowly like follows it, the blue one, and like looks, or like it kind of like.
It's like when your buddy goes over to the bar and he's like, "Hey, my friend thinks you're cute."
Yeah.
I stand casually.
Go ahead and roll another persuasion, then we do it.
Oh,
that was rotten. I think it's 9. Or it's 9 or 11. Doesn't matter.
It rolled poor. So they come up to you.
Ooh, hey, hello. Can you
trying to find agents? I don't know.
Can you speak? Can you speak gold? Gold.
The gold.
Do you speak? Well, me and my friends, we saved the water today. Did you see that?
Thanks.
Oh, cool. So you have heard of us. That's great. We're trying to get to the Tree of Ancients. Would you be willing to take us to the Tree of Ancients?
And you just hear and that they're close together, but it does still kind of sound like it's all around you, but there's a and even the other blue ones are kind of gathering around now too, and then you hear like you're getting louder, and you just feel kind of this like tense, like the hairs on they're standing on the back of your neck, and it feels kind of very awkward with them, like that they're
talking about
stares are
behind his
piercing directly in front of him actually. So after a while though too, that they're kind of surrounding the gold one, but it like pops out and then like and it nods, and agrees to go with you.
Oh, wonderful. Would you mind if I go get my pals and we can head out in like maybe 15, 20 minutes?
It starts backing up.
Oh, no. 5 minutes. We can be ready in 5.
Tight five.
But no, like it goes up and down.
Cool. I'll do it very quickly. Very, very quickly. So I run back to the group.
Both of them kind of like
Follow
you
you.
behind.
Guys, you'll never believe what just happened here on my walk. But this here spirit, this golden spirit, agreed to take us to the Tree of Ancients. But we gotta go now.
How
Seems impatient.
serendipitous. Let's go.
Good job.
You done it.
You guys don't seem very excited, huh?
He's asleep. I was meditating. Takes me a minute to bring myself back.
Okay, so they both of them, you have the blue and gold one with you, and they lead you toward like across around the river, and there isn't really any more of a path to it, but they do just kind of, it's an easy walk. Like the trees aren't really there. You can see the even thicker giant trees that are making the ring around it, and they. So the water is actually. It's a deeper, this isn't like to an exact scale, but like the water is around here. So they take you up to some of the trees. And the gold one goes up toward it, and together they kind of float together and they glow, and the whole entire tree itself too also glows into this bright light. And after about like 20 seconds or so, like it keeps getting brighter and brighter, and you see the light from the trunk of the tree. It kind of like shines even brighter, and like this hole opens up through it. So it's just kind of this like cut out part of inside the trunk that allows a pathway inside.
Walk through that path. That's what I want to do.
For sure.
Let's go see this tree.
Schlimp right on top.
Come on, see the tree. Everybody, let's go.
Sure. So you guys enter in. The will-o-wisps don't come with you.
I said, thank you. That was real helpful.
Thank you.
It just kind of like flaps in the air by them and goes through between them, and they just let it fall.
He doesn't care. He's got thousands of them.
An endless amount. Yeah, so as you guys enter in, you see like it's a gigantic clearing out around you. There are no trees except for that ringer tree, and directly in front of you, you see this the tree of the ancients, which is enormous, and it looms over. It's probably about like 50 feet in diameter and about 400 feet tall. It does look incredibly gigantic and incredibly ancient. It has the branches that hang down over it. The trees are this like dark, vibrant green, and it kind of has like some sort of like vines or plants that are dangling from it too.
Hey, Schlimp, didn't Sarah Lynn say you want some of that bark and some of those leaves?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, what if the tree gets mad? Probably worth it. I got some poison mushroom for her.
I don't think she's gonna want that.
Oh, okay. I take my dagger out and just start scraping.
No, don't.
You go, it's like pretty far ahead though too. You're running up to it. Sarah Lynn!
He did it for love. It's worth it, guys. Let him
Scrape
be.
some of it. Yeah, it seems like you scrape like a little bit of the bark though. Like it kind of comes off and it's like dust, but yeah, like sawdust sort of thing, like a little bits and pieces. It doesn't seem to do anything just by not nibbling on it, but
How does it taste?
Ancient!
but now that you made it to the tree, we'll end the night here for that you come up and see what's next time.
Cool.
Ah, kill those hags.
That's fun.
I didn't expect you to like try talking to it, but no one was trying to catch it. Like you could, like anyone could try to do something, but it was like here's my card. All right, well I give up.
Was there another option?